2 boxing dates, right?
Yeah, don't give us a fight we want though. They playing with us, man. But what's Eddie saying though? I don't understand what Eddie's going with this though. What does he mean?
Bro,
Why are you saying these things?
They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay Brian Norman, bro. They don't want to pay. They want to pay Brian Norman like he's a contender. Plain and simple, man. They want to play. They want to pay Brian Norman like he's a straight up contender. It's disrespectful to him as a champion. But it goes back to what I said. Remember, Clay? I said they never wanted to make this fight to begin with.
It's frustrating. I ain't gonna lie. It's frustrating, man. I'm frustrated for Boots, man. I'm frustrated for him. You know what I mean? Because this was supposed to be a solution. This was supposed to be the solution to the problem.
Right. So here's the thing, right? So these are to me, and you can tell me what you think about it. Right? This is the thing, right? Black Jesus says just passing through to say this is not breaking news.
It's not.
He said it's
if
not.
He's talking about the Fundora Crawford thing, everybody trying to make it breaking news. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Black Jesus.
He's saying, because I said this is breaking news, what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn just said it about 40 minutes ago. So how is it not breaking news?
Oh. Yeah, salute JJ Short. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he wasn't saying that.
Jamal Rogers, go in the kitty. Go in the kitty.
Eddie sent multiple offers. What you talking about, bro? You was Boots all day. Now you supporting Norman. Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been supporting Brian Norman. Not so.
Salute Maya.
He said I was supporting. Now watch this, right? Didn't I sign Brian Norman to be okay? That's the first time we ever did.
Right. But I mean, what's there to support or not support? I mean, I don't understand. Like,
the first signing we did at BOK Prime was Brian Norman.
What is there not to support though? Why can't it be both? Why is it one or the other? I support Boots, bro. I think Boots is a great fighter, and I support Brian Norman. I think he's a great fighter. I support this fight because I think this is a great fight. What's going on here? What are we talking about?
But on top of that, Clay, nobody said anything against Boots.
That's what I'm trying to say. Why does it got to be one or the other? Why? Because I'm talking about Brian Norman right now. Do I got to be talking against Boots? I don't understand how y'all think, bro.
But we saying that Eddie Hearn, Boots don't pay you.
I just literally said I feel bad for Boots. I just said that. I'm like, damn, I really feel bad for Boots.
Right.
Like he the one getting tried right now. You know what I'm saying?
What did I start this off by saying? I said
Eddie Hearn don't want this fight, bro.
They playing semantics with Boots. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom is playing with Boots. I didn't say anything against Boots. What are you talking about? I said that Eddie Hearn, that with Matchroom in the zone, they never wanted to make this fight for him to begin with.
You just got in here, bro.
Is free. Paying attention
just got in here. Next time, start off with salute, Blue, salute, Claymore.
He mad because we say anything against Tank.
Yeah. Yeah, you like my beard, Billy boy? I put a little color in there, you know what I'm saying? Cover up some of them grays, bro. Billy, you looking a little too close into my face, man. Billy, you're my grill piece, bro.
You can't make this stuff up, man. My son in the building, man. Salute to my son John in the building. Much love, baby boy.
Salute, Jay. Salute, John.
He says some of y'all just weirdos. Right. You just can't make this stuff up, baby boy. He
like
came in
30 seconds in. Now you defending, now you on Brian Norman. You such a damn
You can't make this up. But the thing is, Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, queen. But the thing is, he said, now you supporting Brian Norman. If you paid attention, I've always been supporting Brian Norman. We signed Brian Norman to be okay. It's the first thing we did. That's the first thing we did. Was sign Brian Norman.
Why they do it like that? Why they do it? They gotta expose themselves like that, bro. It ain't that serious. I don't get it.
Yeah, you can't make this up. Oh man, Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, queen. She in the building. No. My brother, Mr. Hayes, is in the building. The best reporter in the game. Salute to my brother, Fight Hub Hayes, Mr. Hayes, Marcus Hayes is in the building.
Salute, Mr. Hayes.
He's the best reporter in boxing, man. He surpassed me, bro.
Wow.
He surpassed
Right
me.
up Hayes.
I tip my hat to the brother, man. Bro is articulate, zero emotion,
Thorough,
accurate. Bro is a monster in this field. Salute to my brother, Mr. Hayes, man. He's a monster in this. He a monster in this. Toe to toe Savage, what's up, family? Toe to toe. Fun fact, toe to toe. I just went to the heart doctor and I had on the toe to toe Savage shirt. He was like, man, when could I get one of those? Facts. My heart doctor, heart surgeon, I just gave him the link to your Instagram. You know what they say? That means my mother said, you're going to live a long time. That's what my grandmother said.
Mm-hmm.
You're going
to live a long time. Somebody say your name like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When God just, you know that God just talked to me when I came from the doctor.
Yes, sir.
And and I had the shirt on, toe to toe Savage, the exact one he got in his profile. And my doctor saw it, and he was like, man, what? He's like, what that say? And I'm showing him, and he's like, yo, man, I gotta get one of them, bro. Where can I get it? And I gave him the link. I gave him the information. Donnie D, 1954, triple OG. Hey, my son told him to go touch grass.
I seen him, man. I seen it already. Early, I saw it. I saw it early, man. I saw it early. He on him. He on their top.
He said, go touch grass. Hey, these dudes is
salute
wild,
AK
bro.
Crowder.
AK Crowder, the queen. Willette Strong in the building.
Salute, Willette.
818, yeah, shout out my brother J-Rock, man. Rest in power, J-Rock. Rest in power. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr., Anthony Jordan, what's up? Donnie D, 1954, triple OG, Straight Gate Trey, what's up, family? So,
salute.
Sorry, Clay, I cut you off, man. What you were saying?
No, I don't even remember, but shout out to Donnie D with the super chat, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
What was I saying? I don't know. I know we got interrupted by accusations and smoke early in the chat, but
as soon as we start, 30 seconds
no time. He jumped right in.
Bro, they be playing double dutch.
Norman.
Hey, Clay, they be playing double dutch, man. They like this, soon waiting for the live button to be hit.
They on your top. They right there.
As soon as they hit the live button, they go they got it pre-typed already.
I wonder if he sent it a little too early. If you hit the send button too early, he by mistake. It was just that, damn, I ain't even mean to send it right now, man. Damn, man. I was gonna wait a little longer, man. I sneezed and done sent it already, man. Damn. I should have never typed it up that early.
Hey, Zay Kane, what's up, family? Jamal Wright, Sylvester Solomon, 2011, what's up, family? 8, what's up? Joe Johnson, what's up, nephew? So anyway, man, shout out to the triple OG, Donnie D, 1954 in the super chat. He said, y'all's #1 fan. Nah, we your fan. You the OG. Salute
for sure, Donnie. OG. Salute, man. Thank you, Donnie.
TSM 7, the real J Shalom. Salute, King. Stormy B Man, historian in the building. Go subscribe to this brother Stormy B Man. PJ Colazzo, Kiki, peace and blessings, Queen. Young Hog, Samar Beverly, what's up? All right, Clay. So we got some interesting news.
Let's talk about it.
Canelo says, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but he says the Sebastian Fundora being ordered means nothing. We still gonna fight. We still can fight.
Easy. Like a boss, right?
Like a boss.
Like a boss. Like we've been trying to tell y'all, that's what bosses do. They don't care about, they don't let no obstacles get in the way. They don't care about no promotional lines and sanctioned body mandatory orders, and that don't got nothing to do with nothing over here. That's for everybody else. We different.
Yep.
They not like us. Hashtag Kendrick.
He said, I don't care what they ordered. If me and Terrence Crawford want to fight, we gonna fight. That's what I'm talking about. Spence, New York City. What's up, family? DVJ 600, J Pitty City, my brother. Basic Home Life. What's up? So he said, I don't care what they ordered. It don't matter. He said it don't matter. Manda Mansa Musa, LLC, Spence, New York City. What's good? Rich Porter, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco.
Salute 8 on 8.
He said they announced Rayo and Tank IG. Rayo had to say his name public and sell a lot of pay-per-views and was in his last of 6 fighters. Shaking my head, but okay, Tank fans. Did I read that wrong?
They announced Rayo and Tank IG. Rayo had to say his name public and sell a lot of pay-per-views and was in his list of 6 fighters. Shake my head, but okay, Tank fans.
Right, okay. Right. Exactly, Rich Porter. Right.
So he was one of the 6s. Is that what they're trying to say?
No. He's being sarcastic. He's saying.
Okay. I didn't know that.
He said Rayo had to call his name. He had to sell pay-per-views, and he had to be on the list. He's saying he ain't not one of those things. He ain't meet one of those requirements. Yet he's the option.
So is it becoming more and more? Is it becoming more and more looking like it's gonna be Rayo? Is that what I'm saying?
So if that's the case, they're gonna have to push it back. Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen.
Because he's not ready to go November 2nd.
Unless Detroit, BC, what's up, family? Unless Rayo is, and I don't like to say this because I don't know how this works, the rules with this. That's something that I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna reach out to somebody that's close to boxing and knows this.
Okay.
Ketty Peace 504, Rod P, what's up? Because I don't know. This is what I was told. Dr. RTV, what's up? G McCall 09, what's up? I was told when you suspended from all boxing activities. Now, the question I need to know is this, right, Clay, is that, and I don't know if you are aware of this information, but when you suspended from all boxing activities, how would they know if you're training right now?
I don't know if they would know, but I would assume that if they found out, that can probably incur some fines or some sort of punishment of some sort. You know what I mean?
Right. So
you're not allowed to train when they have you on them suspensions. It's the same thing with MMA, right? Like, when they suspend you.
But the same goes for football and everything else, right? But I could go train in my local high school. How you gonna know unless you got somebody there with a camera?
Right. And they probably are doing that, right? Let's be honest. They probably are training, probably getting themselves together. You know, they probably are. I would think they are.
The thing that raises my antennas and probably theirs, and again, you know, I kind of just like to say this publicly because if they're watching, they might, you know. But my thing is this, right, Clay? Are they gonna look at the time frame and say, all right, bro, if you wasn't training and your suspension is up September 17th, how you ready to fight November 2nd?
I don't think they're gonna question it.
Right.
Especially with all this money involved with Tank, and they're not gonna, you know, they're gonna allow them the space they need to cover up anything in a legitimate way. You know what I mean? Like you ain't do nothing blatant for me to see something. Just don't let me see nothing. You know what I mean? Period. Kind of situation. Because at the end of the day, it is about money. There's all kind of money that is to be made off this event. So they're not just gonna completely jump on it and turn into. Yeah, I don't see it.
So then they can make it happen.
That could be the fight.
That could be the fight, because that's the whole thing that holds it up is the time frame. Because to be frank, to be honest, if he wasn't suspended, we would pretty much have an announcement. I'm pretty sure.
Right. And the question for me is whether or not Rayo and Robert Garcia, you know what I mean, feel like, you know, this is something they want to get involved in right now. You know, they just got their title at 140. I'm assuming Tank would be going up to 140 to fight Rayo. That's what I'm assuming. I don't think Rayo would get a 140 belt to come down to 135 and compete.
For me, anything else is unacceptable.
Right.
If you're trying to make Rayo fight at a catchweight and all that, bro, then why are you fighting him?
Right. Unless he makes him come down to 135. That way Rayo could lose and still be champion at 140.
And then keep this too in mind. Ryan only had one fight at 142. That Pitbull Cruz was his first fight there.
Right.
So I mean, me personally, I don't know what everybody else, standards are. Me personally, bro, I'm tired of all of the asterisks. I don't want to see catch weights. I don't want to see none of that. You know what I'm saying? When you look at guys like Terrence Crawford, he ain't looking for a catch weight to fight Canelo.
No, 168. Let's get it.
Errol ain't coming off a bad loss and like, yo, I want to catch weight with Fundora. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so I just don't want, like, bro, if you can't fight him, you know what I'm saying? King Ice, what's up, family? Salute to Memphis, Tennessee in the building. So my thing is this, right? Just if you can't fight at the weight, then fight somebody in your weight class.
Early.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at the point where
that brings me to a space of like, I don't know. Like you say, you want to be undisputed.
Right.
Why leave the weight class and go compete at another weight class that you've already made statements about how it makes no sense for you to go up there? Why go up there? I don't understand. Like, why not fight in your weight class? Why not fight Dennis Berinchyk? Why not collect one of those belts, become unified? I don't understand. You have a limited amount of fights to get this done in. You have a certain amount of fights that you say once you're done, you're moving on to the next chapter. You say you want to become undisputed. So I don't know. It's like it's not matching up. If he goes up to 140, for me, it throws me off a little bit. It doesn't throw me off too much because I know that's how it works, the money and everything like that. But it does throw me off from what he said he wanted to do.
Right. That's my whole thing. It's like what there's no, to me, then there's no rhyme or reason. It's just all over the place then.
Yeah. And it's just going to bring the criticism, which I'm sure he doesn't care about, but it's going to bring the criticism. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, oh, immediately Devin Haney's name's going to come up. Why didn't you want to fight him at 140? You want all this? You know what I mean? All that's going to come up.
And in that case, and it's rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? It's warranted because it's like, but that's the thing, like you said, why we even have to go through those types of conversations? For what? Charles Schuler, what's up, family?
Salute Charles Schuler. Yo, you seen Cheese?
I ain't seen Cheese in a minute, man.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him nowhere else either.
I haven't seen him. Period.
The Future, what's up, family? Tip O'Malley, what's up? Mac Majestic, what's up? Jalen said, so is Spence Fundora. Queen says, so is Spence Fundora. Look at Jalen. She says, so is Spence Fundora gonna happen this year? They planning for it to happen in December, Queen.
That's another conversation, right?
Yeah. The thing is that's hindering that is, again, another injury. You claim this injury. You gotta, James Mitchell, what's up? Enzo 88, what's up? When you claim these injuries, they're gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
So Fundora's claiming injury not to be stripped. Now the WBO is not, they're smart. So they're like, okay, the time frame is up for your injury.
That's it.
Cleared. You about to be cleared. So therefore, it's time that you start negotiating with Terrence Crawford. Mr. Garner, what's up? And now Drew Titan, the Droof LLC in the building. What's up, Drew?
Salute, Drew.
So now it's like, okay, you cleared. Okay, so now go ahead and negotiate with Terrence Crawford.
Right.
You thought I forgot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, what was it, April 5th? Well, it was March 25th, I think, when they sent that letter. But when was that event? The event, the Sebastian Fundora event? It was March 30th. All right, so March 25th is when they sent the letter putting in the intention, the WBO letting Tom Brown know that, listen, they CC Tom Brown and whoever represents Crawford's best interest, his lawyer, and they said, listen, this mandatory's been put out there. It's been activated. You know what I'm saying? So we're ordering the winner of this fight. And at the time, I think was it between Keith Thurman and no, it was Sebastian Fundora. It was Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu. And they said that they were mandatory in the fight for the WBO title for Terrence Crawford to fight that fighter. It was supposed to be starting like 180 days, I think it was, after the matchup. You know what I'm saying? And they were going to get like 20 days to do the whole entire purse bid, but then he did the whole broken nose thing, and they're like, all right, and they held off. I said, all right, well, go ahead and get your nose fixed, and we'll be right back with you. And now they back at him like, okay, you ready to go? Here we go, back at it. You know what I mean? You got 30 days to make this happen, and we're going to go to a purse bid. We're ordering this fight. So Sebastian Fundora has to make a decision now, right? It's all based on him. Is he going to take this fight and defend his title, and it'll be three titles on the line, that WBA around Terrence Crawford's waist and that WBC and WBO that Sebastian is holding, or does he make his way over to Errol Spence and vacate or be stripped, right, of that WBO title? But it doesn't make any difference to Terrence Crawford from my perspective one way or the other, because he ends up getting upgraded to a WBO title, and he's already been made a mandatory to fight the winner because he's a mandatory for that WBC title, right? That's from Mauricio Suleiman when he put that letter out a few months back. So he's really sitting comfortable, like, do whatever you feel like doing. Just let me know so I know what to do. What my next couple of months is going to be looking like. Tell me your schedule, please.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
They oh, you thought you was slick? You ain't going to slip out the back door.
We ain't going nowhere, bro. As soon as you open that front door to come outside and get your mail, we're going to be sitting there in that same spot we was at before. Like, you ready?
Right. Right. And now he got to, and he wants to fight Errol Spence, though. His team is like, go get that bag from Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Right.
And Terrence Crawford. So, but
which is confusing within itself, because why would you want to fight, like Crawford said, why would you want to fight the dude I beat up? You know what I'm saying? And he ain't even got no title. I'm bringing a WBA title. I'm bringing unification. I'm bringing Turkey Al-Sheikh the money. I mean, let's be honest. It just looks like you're scared to fight me or something. Because all the incentive to fight me is there. I don't know why you want to fight Errol. Errol hasn't fought in how long? He's not giving you. Where's the contract? Where's the date set for you guys to fight? He still doesn't even. I don't even know for myself if I think Errol Spence is staying in boxing or not. If he's not going to retire, I don't know what he plans on doing.
But and don't forget too, he said Terrence Crawford is pound for pound best fighter in the world. I want to say essentially I want to save him the last. Salute to my brother Hope Nell in the building. What's up, family? Jeremy 2684. Yo, must have forgot. What's up? Goat 95. What's up? So he said that. Remember?
Yep.
He said Terrence Crawford is pound for pound best fighter in the world, and he said, I want to fight him down the road. Brandon Broussard, what's up, family? You know what I'm saying? He said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford down the road. So, which leads me to believe you trying to save the best for last in your head.
Well, I mean, you're betting on yourself at that point as well, because you're getting ready to fight Errol Spence, and not naturally, I would believe you're going into that fight thinking you're going to win, but you can fight Errol without the belts. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the belts. If you were to lose against Terrence, you can still fight Errol in a legitimate way. Both of y'all coming off losses, but you lose to Errol Spence, you lose everything. You start back over again. You know what I'm saying? You lose the opportunity to get the turkey money and to fight for the belts, because Terrence is going to get his no matter what. I'll repaint it.
PGH Big Dog, what's up? Kawhi Elliott, what's up? And the thing is, for me, I look at it like this too. On the flip side of it, right, is that if you Fundora, you got an opportunity to. Now I don't know how successful he'll be, but you got an opportunity to pluck off Errol and then pluck off Terrence Crawford after Tim Tszyu for your legacy that looks good. You know what I'm saying? And like me and you were saying earlier, it's like you can fight for 3 belts in the bag, like you just said.
Right.
But in the flip side, I could fight Errol Spence at AT&T Stadium, because you ain't gonna fight Terrence Crawford there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could fight Errol Spence at AT&T Stadium, defend my title. A big fight. He probably think it's a more winnable fight.
Right.
Because of Errol Spence out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? And the last time we saw him, obviously, that's still embedded in our brain. So you look at it from that standpoint, it's like, all right, I could get, you know what I'm saying? I can get Terrence Crawford later. You know what I'm saying? Crawford to be there. And I could get Errol Spence in Cowboy Stadium, because imagine running the risk of Errol losing before you get the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility. in his brain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what I think. I'm just saying,
Right.
you know, in his brain, from his standpoint, you know, trying to, you know, be able to share the ring with Errol and Crawford
Right.
after beating
Right.
Tim Tszyu. That's a good look. It's just that technically, right, it don't make sense because you the unified champion, you're gonna get the bag, you unifying 3 belts, you Turkey gonna be behind you. Why you gonna run the risk of getting stripped for one fight when you could fight? Because I mean, at one point in time, we feel like Earl and Terrence was the top 2 pound for pound best fighters in the world.
Right.
One lost to the other. You know what I mean? So, and you know, it just you know, technically don't make sense because it's like, why would you get stripped? And remember too, when you have a belt, you have a minimum that you could be
Right.
paid, right?
I
And
think it's like
then
200.
yeah, right. It's the least you could get paid.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 belts that doubles that,
Right.
right? So now you got 3 belts on the line. Your pay goes up. Turkey wants to pay you. He wants to give the money away to see the best fight the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like like you said, it goes back to you just simply don't think you could beat Terrence Crawford.
I mean, one reasonably could look at it like that because I mean, I know there's also the PBC politics playing in there as far as PBC also advising him on which way to move and keeping the fight an in-house fight and all those, you know, the politics that we're dealing with when it comes to that part of the conversation. So, because you know, let's be real, Sebastian Fundora probably isn't making his own decisions like that, right? Like he's still he's not a face of boxing. He's not moving the needle. He's not demanding. He's not in a position to really demand too much, you know. Whichever way is going to benefit the PBC in the best way might be the way that he's going to lean to. If the PBC is interested in having Errol Spence get an opportunity to become a champion, and maybe even looking forward to having a big unification fight with Terrence at some point, I don't know. You know, that could be influencing the way he's looking at the situation as well, or whatever decision is going to get made.
And you saw that?
Yeah, that was weird. My camera acted funny, but it
Yeah.
looks like it came back on. Yeah.
So imagine he going there and get the brakes beat off him by Errol.
I mean, that'll look bad because Errol's been gone for damn near a year and a half right now, right? What has it been? Like July 29th last year. So we're in
23rd.
August 23rd last year. So we're in August, getting ready. By the time they fight, it's going to be what, December, you said? That's like a year and a half, about, give or take. You know what I'm saying? It would look bad. It would look bad for him. I don't know how he's looking at it, man. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it matters how he's looking at it, is where I'm at with it. I don't know if it matters. I think PBC is pretty much going to push their agenda. You know what I mean? They're going to make it happen the way they need it to happen. Al Heyman is back. PBC is, you know, making 5 big cards coming up, supposedly. And, you know, they're on get back mode. They might want to keep it in-house. You know what I'm saying? They might want to let it be a low ball situation, be like, that's not enough money, and then pull Sebastian over to Errol Spence and have him in Cowboy Stadium, you know, with all the Mexicans and all the Errol Spence fans coming out, packing out the stadium, big pay-per-view numbers, you know, notoriety, exposure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, however they selling it to him. And that's what it will be.
And that's the thing to me, right? You get beat by Errol Spence, it's over.
Especially being that you got clipped by Brian Mendoza not too long ago.
That's exactly where I was going with it.
You just got clipped. So, and you got clipped. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just lose. You got clipped. So, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you lose to Errol Spence and get dominated, right?
Yeah, I think
it's over, because if you lose right now to Terrence Crawford, it'll be justified because Terrence Crawford is a pound for pound best fighter. It'll be justified. You'll get a pass, right? You get dominated by Errol Spence, it's gonna be like it's over for you, and on top of that, is the praise for Errol Spence is gonna be so overwhelming that it's going to suppress any momentum you had.
Right.
And then you're going to be looked at as a sideshow.
Right.
He'll still get fights because he's 6'6" and you know, people want to see that. Mahar Islam, what's up? He'll still get fights. But for the most part, it's over. And you lost your belt. You'll be the forgotten man. Reason being, because the demand is going to be for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence rematch, or the winner of either one of those fights versus Tim Tszyu, especially if Tim Tszyu beats Bakram Mataliev. Now, the thing that can help Fundora in this case is that Mataliev win, because he's not such a big name. It's a shocker. It's kind of like, sorry, y'all. Whew. It's kind of like the Dennis Baranchik thing with Navarrete. Like, if Navarrete would have won the fight, we would be calling for, because he's a big name, he's more accomplished. You want to see Navarrete. I think he's still the least of the champions.
Right.
Navarrete. I don't think he could beat Tank. I don't think he could beat Loma or Shakur. But his name carries more weight than Dennis Baranchik. Right? So the demand would be there higher. Right? In this case, you lose to Errol Spence. There's so many different directions you want to see Errol Spence going. Whether it's the Terrence Crawford rematch, Jamel Charlo fight, if Tim Tszyu wins, Tim Tszyu, you know what I mean? Terrence Virgil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so those fights will be in such high demand. Yep. You understand what I'm saying? Like that you would be the forgotten man. He'll become the forgotten man. But like I said,
on Inferno.
Yeah, but like I said, if Bakram Mataliev was to win, that was somewhat level things out, because it's like, Mataliev, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not in demand, you know what I mean?
Right.
You might be able to get an opportunity to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not in demand. So, but it's just a weird place for Fundora, man, because it's like, bro, choosing Errol is not a bad route.
Let's see.
It's just not the route that makes sense, because you the mandatory. Antonio Short, what's up, family? Will Smith, what's up, family? Robert Singleton, what's up? Sports Prediction 101, what's up? He said, after Canelo stops Bud, I will then say Bud was a whole dummy for even thinking he had a chance at all against Canelo at 168. So he deserved the entire embarrassment. Okay. But what if Terrence Crawford outclasses and outboxes Canelo? Then what you going to say? David Freeman, what's up? Or are you going to disappear? Rich Porter, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on this in the super chat. He said, "When
it's hailing out here, bro.
Is it
straight like that, bro?
It's sun. The sun is out over here. I see dark clouds though.
Yeah, my wife just came down running down the steps, like, and I'm like, what's going on? They're like, it's hail coming down. Yeah. Anyway.
Wow. It's cold. It's kind of chilly today too. Rich Porter, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. When is he gonna start on the list of 6? Seems like smoke and mirrors. He moved for Ryo, but Dev or Tio, who's a bigger fight. This is crazy work. Rich, and Rich, Marshall Law, what's up? Ryan G, what's up? That's the thing, Rich. You can't. We speak with logic, right? But nobody else does. The amount of support, and I don't like to say this because it's like you don't want them to have the support. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's like, bro, like the obvious is null and void.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the obvious. It's like, it's weird. It's weird, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? I'm exhausted with it. Jose Ayala, what's up, family?
I think that, man, I mean, I want to give it time. I want to see what's going to happen because everybody's kind of putting out the feelers saying that this is what they're expecting. We don't even know that's what it is, right? But we can speak in the if it was universe, right? Like, so if that is what it is, if it's going to be Ryo at 140, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think it throws off. I think there's a limited amount of fights, man. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I don't know how to feel about it. You know what I mean? I don't think I don't even know if I should feel any kind of way about it. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to do what you want to do. I thought, I'll tell you this straight up, though. I thought you was going for undisputed. I thought you had a list of people that you was going to fight no matter what. That's what I thought. If you fight Ryo, I ain't going to feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to feel like you're doing something else.
Right. It's like, but again, that's the weird part, right? The weird part, Clay, is that we can't hold him to the things that he said.
Right.
Like, we can't hold him to accountable for what he says he wants to do. That's weird. Like, if we hold him accountable for the things he says he wants to do, it's like we're rushing him, we're hating, you disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just it just trips me out, bro.
We'll see how it pans out. That's it, right? Like, let's see what happens. I hope, you know what I hope? I hope to see him either. You know, it'd be great. Him and Loma were back in negotiations, get it done. That'd be great. That'd be like, there we go.
Right. Like, last name first, what's up? Like, at this point, Clay, it's like, bro, I'm okay with that. Just go ahead and wait for him.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and wait for him, bro. It's like nothing. Okay, hold on. I just got word.
Okay.
Under suspension.
Last name first, Jeremy 2684. You guys, they always tearing it up on the road and by your crib, bro.
Good. I got the answer. So you're not suspended from activities when you suspended training activities, so you can still train.
Okay.
So therefore, if you can still train, then that puts him on par, right?
Yeah, he's right there in the conversation. He's right there.
You know what I'm saying?
He's right there. I guess that's what it's gonna be.
So you can sideways. What's up? So you can train, and you're gonna fight November 2nd, right? You can train right now. Dwayne the One Great, what's up? You can train right now. You can, you're gonna fight Tank on November 2nd, right? It's just going. By the time it gets announced, you already been training.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the fight that's coming up, Blue. That's the fight. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. That's the fight.
Wilson is out here really. I'm glad you said it, Wilson, is because I there's a lot of information I just keep under wraps.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
there's a lot of information. I know that I know the numbers.
Right, you already sent it. Yo.
Yeah.
See, if you'd have put those numbers out, they'd be like, where's he getting that number from? He ain't willing to put out the sources. You know what I mean? You can't be believing these guys. All right. Well, that's why no numbers don't come out. That's why we get it from We All Sinners.
So you got to take this into account. Chuck PC Bill Boston, what's up? So I'm hypothetically speaking, not off of information. Let's say that. Dog fight, what's up? Brian Norman is taking all the risks, right? He's taking all the risks. He is not demanding anything. Yee Huncho, what's up? Trap and E Biggie, what's up? He's not demanding anything. He's going to go to Philly. It's a unification bout. He brings a belt to the table, right? He's undefeated. He's taking all the risks, and he brings a belt to the table. Just give him what he looked for. Reason being, right? Reason being is this, and this is why I say it's Clay. Even if you feel like you're overpaying for the belt. You're not overpaying for
a fight.
For his, how can I put this? You're not paying for Brian Norman's status. You're paying for the belt. Because boot status goes up should you win, and now you're the unified champion. And you can't get a fight. So go figure. If you want me to come to your backyard, fight on your terms, bring my belt to the line, overpay me. You understand what I'm saying, Clay? Because sometimes you have to do that.
Jack. Yeah.
Hey, Jack, what's up, family? Sometimes you have to overpay for what you want. King Kong, what's up? You understand what I'm saying? Because the fact remains is this. Guess what, Clay? Stanionis ain't taking nothing less. Barrios ain't taking nothing less. You ain't gonna get no other belt, bro. Now check this out. Check this out, Clay. You play that game. Sometimes you play silly games, you win silly prizes, Clay.
That's a fact.
You play that game, you fight Karen Chuakazine. GoFundMe, what's up, family? I can't pronounce that dude's name to save my life.
What? Who?
Karen Chuakazine, right?
Yeah, no, it's Karen Kukagachin.
I'm gonna have to watch a broadcast to see how you
hear them say it one time and try to get it right.
Yeah. So you fight him, right, Clay?
Right.
And Brian Norman mess around and fight Stanionis or Barrios. And pick up that belt. Now you're in trouble. Now when you go back to negotiation with him, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you got politics in front of you.
Yeah, no, my status just went up. If I'm Brian Norman and I get a fight with Stanionis or Barrios, and I beat him.
Oh yeah, and he collects a belt. Oh yeah, for sure.
Now when I come back to the table, now you're in trouble. Because now I'm bringing more to the table than you are.
Yeah, Boots knows this, man, and Boozy knows this. The question is, what's Matchroom? What's Eddie Hearn thinking? What is the end game for you guys to allow an opportunity like this to slip through your hands for a couple $100,000? What's the end game? I'm sure you guys are good businessmen, and you guys have a game plan, right? You have a strategy, a method to your madness. What's the game plan on allowing a unification fight that was part of the reason why Boots Ennis signed to you? Was part of the reason that brought him to you was based on your ability to bring these fights to him, and you're turning away these opportunities that he can never get. A lot of people like myself have been saying that Boots should just move up to 154 because I don't believe nobody's going to fight him and give him an opportunity to unify and become undisputed at 147. You got an opportunity to prove that theory wrong. You have a fighter who's willing, game, great fight. The public wants to see it. Why let this slide for a couple $100,000?
Not only that, Clay, you got to take this into consideration as well. Ruben Langford, what's good? Brian Norman walks away. Let's say he get 1.5 to take all these risks. He's gonna walk away with like $900,000, bro, to fight Boots in Boots' backyard on his terms for my belt. I'm going to walk away with $900,000. Sometimes you got to sacrifice in business, Clay.
Yeah.
You understand? Because Doran Fraser, what's up? Oh, baby, you give me my card. So sometimes you got to look at it from. No, you didn't give me back the other from another. So you got to think about this. If I'm Brian Norman, I'm in a great position. Because guess what? The other champions are saying the same thing I'm saying. You ain't trying to pay.
Right.
So they ain't you're gonna have to overpay one of us by your standards.
Right.
Ray Davis, what's up, family?
Salute, Ray.
You understand what I'm saying, Clay? They don't.
100%.
Brian don't feel like he's being overpaid. Marios don't feel like that, and neither does Stanionis. Eddie Hearn and DAZN think that he's being overpaid. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't think Brian's worth it. They don't think Brian's worth the money. They feel like that championship is just a like you were the underdog in that fight. Like you won the belt, but before that, because you weren't pulling in that much money.
But then here's the thing. Yee Huncho, what's up, family? He said 1.5 is great bread. Yeah, but great bread for what though? As a champion, I'm gonna walk away with $900,000. If I lose, I'm taking all the risks. I'm coming to your backyard. You want me to take all the risks? Give me incentives. Give me an incentive to take all these risks. I'm not complaining about coming to Philly. I'm not complaining fighting when you want to fight. I'm not complaining about any of those. All I want is extra bread for my services and for my belt. Big George 850, what's up? He said it's pronounced Karin
Kukajoggin.
Kukajoggin.
Soft Z in front of the jogging.
Like, how do you get Kukajoggin from the way it's spelled though? It's weird.
But, I'm trying to remember how I heard it. That's why I said Kachin or Kukajoggin.
But you understand what I'm saying, Clay? Like so if I mess around and unify these belts against Kim, if I mess around, fight Mario Barrios, because they all Stanionis is going at Eddie Hearn. Barrios is saying he's lying. You understand what I'm saying? And Boots' whole incentive to stay at 147 is to collect the belts, not to fight just cause he wants to be undisputed.
Right.
So all the champions is complaining about how you doing business. So they come together and fight, you in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Because the winner of it doesn't even matter which one of them wins, Clay. It don't matter which one of them wins. Because I'm bringing 2 belts to the line. Now you're gonna have to pay me more than you eat, double that.
Right.
Now you played yourself because now you're gonna have to pay me double that. And you play this game long enough, mess around, and let them unify again without you.
Right.
Now I'm bringing 3 belts to the table. And here's the thing, right? Antonio Short, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said, Blue Blood is the best that did it and stuck with it. Salute to my brother Antonio Short. Appreciate you, King. Much love, my guy. Rich Porter, brother, back in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. Boots and Norman about the same in the career. I don't see how it's even playing grounds. I was just getting ready to get to that, nephew, because Boots has Nick J, peace of blessings. The chocolate drop, the queen making for 50% of the queens of the ring. She's in the building.
Hello, Nick.
Luciani family, what's up, family? Well, Sinner said, that's if. No, it's not an if, bro. You're not paying attention to what I just said. It doesn't matter. All 3 of the champions are complaining about Eddie Hearn not trying to pay them or them claiming that he's lying. So, therefore, eventually they're going to unify against one another. Black Mag 1978, what's up? Eventually they're going to unify against one another. And if they bring the belts together like Voltron, you are now in trouble, my friend, because now I'm bringing to the table even more hardware. Now you're going to have to overpay me. And guess what, Clay? You know what makes it worse, Clay? Now my resume is clearly better than yours.
Exactly. And he hit it on the nose because as much as we celebrate Boots and the eye test and he's been entertaining us when he fights, really he hasn't accomplished more than Brian Norman.
Right.
They're in the same space.
Right. He's viewed to have a higher ceiling and more talented.
Right.
But he hasn't shown us, he hasn't actually been in a position to show us.
Right.
That's the difference. We believe he can, but we haven't seen him do it.
Exactly.
Hover 575, what's up? And then this is what makes it worse, Clay. I'm still, let's say, hypothetically speaking, because we're talking about Brian Norman, right? Brian Norman fights, let's say, he fights Stanionis. I think him fighting Stanionis is more realistic than Barrios right now. And the reason I say that is because Barrios' name is in conversations with higher profile, quote unquote, fights like Manny Pacquiao, Devin Haney, so on and so forth, right? Happy Valley Farms, what's up, family? So it seems like they got other plans. Stanionis' name ain't in conversation with nobody. Barrios' name is circling with a lot of different people. So my point is this, right? Gerald Freeman, what's up, family? So now think about this, right, Clay?
Right.
Let's say Barrios fights. Here's the thing. Boots is in a lose-lose situation, and I hope they see this. D. Milton Wheat, what's up? I hope they understand this. Because if Barrios gets Manny Pacquiao fight and he beats Manny Pacquiao, you think you could pay Barrios $1.5 million in a unification? No.
No.
And if Brian Norman fights and beats Stanionis and unifies the belts, now check this out. Brian Norman beats Santillion, who was undefeated, right? In Santillion's backyard as the underdog. He was the B-side in the underdog.
Right.
He beat the brakes off of Santillion, who beat the brakes off Alexis Roca.
Right.
Right? Craig Pruitt, what's up? Light Eyes, what's up? Unknown, what's up? So he beat the brakes off of him, right, Clay?
100%.
Now, on top of that, now I double back and I beat Stanionis. Imagine if he beat the brakes and stopped Stanionis and becomes a champion.
He's a new boogeyman of the division. He's the big guy in the division.
Clay, I'm not fighting Boots. Now from Brian Norman, I'm taking a stand.
Right.
Now I'm not fighting you in Philly. Now I want
going down to Atlanta. Yeah, and we in Atlanta, or we somewhere neutral.
We in the neutral spot. Now got to be 50-50, right? And guess what, Clay? You in a lose-lose situation. You Boots. You know why, Clay? I got options.
Options always complicate the situation, don't it?
Yeah, because guess what? Guess what, Clay? What you think Mario Barrios going to want to do if he beat Manny Pacquiao? He going to want to fight Brian Norman. Well, if Brian Norman beats Stanionis, right? And guess who else has just jumped in the mix? Conor Benn.
140. Is Conor Benn in it?
Yeah.
I know he just got ranked.
Yeah. So he's trying to fight Mario Barrios. You see what I'm saying? So now you get that. Now I got Conor Benn on the hook because if Barrios beat Manny Pacquiao, his profile goes up. He's been in the ring with Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman, Tank Davis, and Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
The biggest name Boots been in the ring with is who?
Roma Villa.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, Clay.
Has it been Roma? I don't know. Roma. I would say Roma. Maybe David Avanesian being that.
David Avanesian, Thomas Delorme was a champion.
Yeah, but okay, Delorme just. But okay.
Right. So now, bro, what have you done that garners you to get more than me? What pay-per-views events did you understand what I'm saying?
100%. I understand what you're saying. It's all superficial. This is what people been complaining about with Boots for a minute, and I've defended it. Where I'm like, nah, you guys are being hard on him, but they're just like, they gave him so much respect and say that he's going to be the future, Terrence Crawford, right? Now that Terrence Crawford's gone, it's going to be about Boots. The only difference is he hasn't had the opportunity to really check the boxes. We're just assuming based off the eye test, but Eddie is treating him like he's something that he hasn't earned. He hasn't earned yet. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to work. You're risky. He got Philly behind him. He had a great show. Philly was behind him. But if you price him out of the game and make it to where people got to be willing to take the bare minimum, then you risk a chance of him being out in the cold again, like what he was when he was with Cameron Duncan in Showtime.
You're doing him a disservice, man.
Big time.
So what's the Lebanon do 6? My brother in the super chat. He said, "Great bro, keep telling the truth." Shout out to Z Busy. Salute to you, King. And here's the thing, right, Clay? Rich Porter, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco. He said Norman profile will rise with the Teal fight over Boots. This one, I was just getting ready to get to that, Rich Porter, because he has options, bro.
He really does. Anybody who wants to get into 147 right now got to be thinking about Brian Norman. Like anybody who's talking about belts, it's going to be Brian Norman or Mario Barrios. And Mario, like you said, is tied up with a bunch of opportunities right now. Norman's the one with the time and the belt.
And here's the thing, right? Blower 91, what's up? Hendo, the fearless one, what's up? Mr. Miyagi, West Beamore, what's up? Here's the thing, right, Clay? Let me ask you a question. Is it better to overpay slightly right now by your method, or have to drastically overpay, or have to break bread evenly in the future? Just pay
him
bread.
now. Pay him right now and get the fight, man. Make that the priority. Make that the priority. Right, and you guys know you don't even want him at 147. You want him up at 154. So get him unified.
Right.
Get him at least 2 or 3 belts, and then make the 4th one hard and then get him out of there. I don't know. But right now, the first opportunity you really got, you chasing it away over a couple 100,000. I got questions.
And my thing, right, Clay, is Sinners, he said Boots got kind of bend though. He's with Eddie. No, he don't. Warren Smith, what's up? Bizzo128, what's good? The reason why I say he don't is because Conor Ben is searching other routes other than Boots. Conor Ben right now just did an interview. I asked Conor Ben myself, do you want to fight Boots? He said, I'm trying to go the route. I'm trying to get that Barrios fight. So he's trying to go a different route himself. Devin Blocker, what's up, family? Do me a favor. Pass me
Yeah, the situation is panning out kind of crazy, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, with the Norman Boot situation, it is panning out kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. From the outside looking in, I'm hoping that in the next 2 or 3 days that this thing just develops, man. That they're able to reach some sort of common ground and we're able to see this fight. But we're definitely getting closer to that September 3rd date, which is that the bid date. That's when the purse bid starts for the Kakachian fight, whatever, the Karen Kukadochian or Dashian, whatever his name. That's next Tuesday. So the window's closing in on them. And tomorrow, you know, this is the business days, right? We're going into the weekend. So they really got Friday and Monday to get this squared away.
Yeah. Bobby Collins, Devin Blocko, D-Boy Dev, what's up? These are the things I don't understand about boxing fans. Supreme RM Almighty Official, he says, y'all act like Norman hasn't been dropped already and that fight was. What does that have to do with anything?
Man, what does that mean right now? What does that mean right now? And in perspective to the conversation that we're having right now, which is the importance of Boots and Norman to fight, for Boots to get an opportunity to become a unified champion, and Norman having the WBO title no matter what knockdown it is, and all the options out in front of Norman. You got Tiafimo, who's called him out. You got, you know, other unifications he can make with Stanionis. Outside of what we're talking about, who the hell cares if he got dropped in a fight? Like you just said, that was ruled a no contest. Right. It was ruled a no contest, so don't even count for nothing.
Right. Who cares? Who cares? And who cares if he got dropped? Who cares? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Like what?
Crawford's arguably been dropped.
Right. Not only that, Manny Pacquiao was knocked out twice before he got to Floyd Mayweather fight. What are we talking about? What does that have to do with anything? Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, Queen. What does that has nothing to do with nothing. So he was dropped in the fight. Okay.
He came back his next fight and beat the soil about this dude, Santillion. So
right.
I don't know what the point is, what we're talking about.
That doesn't make sense. We always Won't Smith. What's good? We always just gotta overdo it just to I don't get it. Stone Alone, my brother. Where you been at? Dropping that half a dub. Yeah. I want to send a super chat. I think this Boots versus Norman fight is happening too soon. Nah, let me tell you why it's not. We have gotten so accustomed and so trained to dragging fights out that when we got two fighters that are two of the best fighters in their division, there's really nowhere else to go. I mean, in my opinion, they the best two welterweights right now.
I agree.
I don't think Barrios beats Brian Norman, and I don't think Stanionis beats Brian Norman. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Clay? You think there's another welterweight outside of Boots that's better than Brian Norman right now?
Nope. I mean, yeah, like I said, after that performance he had with Santillan, it's hard to pick anybody over Norman, and except for Boots, right? And even that is a competitive fight. I think that's closer to like a 60-40, maybe even 50-50 fight. Who at 147 is working with Brian Norman right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Outside of Terrence.
Like who do you see? I can't even find nobody.
147. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see nobody doing it to Brian. I don't see nobody doing it to Brian. Nobody. Let's see. Norman against any of those guts is a good ass matchup. Guys is a good ass matchup. There's some dancing partners in there that can make it that Norman can make a good fight out of, and it could be a showing fight. But who we pick, who are we putting in the ring with Norman and picking them over Norman outside of Terrence? I mean, not Terrence, excuse me. It's outside of Boots. I'm on a whole nother algorithm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no
Salute East Side.
I don't see another welterweight that I don't see another welterweight. Oh, Conor Ben.
Okay.
Conor Ben.
All right.
Conor Ben. No. I think Brian Norman stopped Keith Thurman.
Boots versus Norman got canceled. It never got put together. How'd it get canceled?
What you think? I think Brian Norman stops Keith Thurman.
Yeah. Yup.
I don't think Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman was getting ready to fight at 154. He don't fight at 47.
Who he getting ready to fight at 154?
He's gonna fight Tim Tszyu, remember?
CJ. He was going to, you're saying?
Yeah,
not anymore. Yeah, he was getting ready to. Yeah. But what I mean, is he staying? Is he going? So he's on to 154?
Yeah, remember that? Keith Thurman asked for the fight to be able to catch away at 155.
Right. No, I know what he did, but is that a permanent move for him? Like he's going to be staying up there, or was that just an opportunity? Because I looked at it, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was looking at a last minute replacement that Keith Thurman was up in there to save the card with Tim Tszyu, based on failed negotiations.
Street Talk 414. What's up? Via Ferreira, Denzel Horton. What up? I think Brian Norman stopped Keith Thurman, man.
You think so?
Yeah,
I do too.
He's too rugged, athletic, young, and strong.
And he got decent. He got good hands. He got a decent IQ. Like I seen it in him when he fought against. He knows how to how to manage in some tough situations. Now Keith can make it very mobile and have Brian Norman having to cut the ring off on him. You know, that's a way he could win the fight.
Keith fought 3 times in 8 years. Yeah, and he don't take body punches well. He don't take body punches well. Brian goes to his inside game is spectacular.
Yeah, he showed it in that last fight.
He can fight in the inside. And he's
showed it on his last fight.
He's athletic, so it's not like Keith Thurman can run away from him. Remember, Keith said, if Barrios was more athletic, he probably would have dropped me and stopped me.
Yeah, Norman's athletic for sure.
Mm-hmm. Keith ain't gonna be able to avoid him for 12 rounds. I don't see it. I don't see that. So, to me, they're playing a dangerous game, bro.
Eddie and them are playing a dangerous game. Mm-hmm. Eddie's playing a very dangerous game, and I don't understand how Boots and Bozy ain't on his neck. Like, yo, bro, what is going on, bro? I need this to get done. Send that offer out. Give that man what he's asking for.
Get this man what he's looking for, bro.
I thought you said that you knew that was what we had to do going into this game. You said you knew that,
right? You knew you had to overpay And it's not even a massive over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a crazy inflation. Yeah, Earl Anderson. Keith Thurman can definitely hurt you. Denzel Horton say Keith Thurman stepping on Norman. Man. Y'all. Yusuf Little, what's up? Keith Thurman didn't step on Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios got knocked out, Clem, by Tank Davis, 130 pounder. Jumped up 10 pounds and knocked Mario Barrios out. Barrios fought Keith Thurman, never hit the canvas, took some hellacious punches from Keith Thurman, and almost stopped Keith Thurman. The very next fight.
Yep.
And you think Keith Thurman gonna stop Brian Norman? Yeah, okay. No way. Charles Padgett, what's up? No way. And coming off an arm injury. And
I wouldn't call for him. I wouldn't call it for him.
Denzel said Keith's hair was in his eye.
He cut his hair.
He didn't even have no hair for that fight.
That's what I'm saying. He cut his hair. He definitely cut his hair.
Chuck P. Seville boxing. That's not new. He said I'm hating on Keith. Goodbye.
He just playing with you, man. He just throwing shots, man. He ain't mean it. Yo.
Let's listen what Brian. Let's listen what Brian Norman Sr. had to say about it.
We hit Hearn, so you can go and stop the cap. Hit Hearn, you trying to spin this? Check this out. The first offer was was less than a third of what Boots made for David Avenesian. David Avenesian is only famous for getting beat by or getting knocked out by Bud. We were speaking at David Avenesian. We were speaking at his name and everything about David Avenesian before he fought Bud. Now all of a sudden David Avenesian is a name. It's the same thing I said about everybody got to be attached to a person, then they become a name. All right. So now your first offer was that, and it was literally just a little bit more than what you gave David Avenesian, and my son is a world champion. He brings to the table the exact same thing that Boots brings to the table. Boots doesn't bring anything more to the table than my son brings. It's a unification bout. He has his belt. My son has his belt. My son is taking all the chances. He's taking all the risks. You got it? So that's what you do. The second offer was less than half of what Boots made his last fight. The third offer was half of what Boots made his last fight. To be exact, damn near. It was literally half of what Boots made his last fight. So imagine what Boots is going to make in this unification bout. Considerably more than he just made in his last fight. So not speaking actual numbers, I'm speaking actual facts. You tell me I'm lying. That's what it was. You did not want to make this fight. The only reason you did this was to tell Boots and his team that you tried to make the fight. You did not make the fight. I gave Boza the numbers. I told Boza what the numbers were. Both know that's some bullshit.
Right. Here goes the first one.
Good evening, man. Full transparency again. It's been days. We waited 3 days. We went like 3 days for another offer to even come back. We waited 3 days before they reached back out. It's crazy. So anyway, when we did, they came back out still low, still short. We can make this fight happen. If Eddie Hearn is who he say he is, he got Turkey out the Sheik in his corner, we can make this work. We most definitely did not price ourselves. That's why this is even being talked about, because you know Eddie wouldn't have had a problem coming out telling you we outpriced ourselves. We did not at all. We're ready to go. My son is not optimistic anymore about this fight happening. I totally am, because I know my son can beat Jerron Ennis, and this is a great opportunity. But I can't let him go out like that. I can't let him do it for what they're trying to say. I can't do that. But either way it go, we're ready to go, man. Full transparency. So, but yeah, Eddie, let's go. Good evening, man.
So there you have it. And like you said, the ice cream man, he
on his job, man. He on time.
He relentless, Clay.
He getting it too.
He's
I know
relentless.
he is.
He relentless, man.
You see the clouds coming out, the weather change. Like, let me get at it quick. Let me get it at quick, then.
I will say this, right? Boots his popularity is bigger than Brian Norman's, right?
Facts.
And he did sell out in Philly, headline, right?
Right.
Oh, there you go again.
You thought you said his name. Somebody say my name over here. I'm just pulling back up. Or somebody say something?
There you go again, man. So, but that's the only two things. It's not his resume is not better. Would you say his resume is better?
No.
It's equal, right? Actually, I think
Boots a little better. Boots a little better, man.
Is a deeper, right? Boots a little deeper.
He's a little deeper, yeah. But Santillan, was an up and coming.
Oh yeah, because Boots beat I forgot he beat he beat Santillan, right?
Right. No, Boots?
No, Boots beat Villa.
Right. Roman Villa.
Yeah, Roman Villa had beat Rashidi Ellis. So yeah, Boots' resume is deeper. And he beat Sergey Lipinets.
Right.
So his resume is deeper, right? But I mean, but again, Brian Norman is not asking for a 50-50. He's just looking to get compensated. So it's not like he's saying, okay, I'm on the same level as you as Mike Williams. So I'm not on the same level as you as popularity, and you do have a deeper resume, but I ain't that far behind. I'm not asking for 50-50, but I'm asking to be compensated for, my what I bring to the table, my value. Like you said, right? So you're trying to give me half of what Boots got in his last fight. But Boots is going to make significantly more money in this fight than he did in his last fight, because this fight is a unification bout against an undefeated young champion.
Right.
David Avanesian, like you said, is known for getting knocked out by Terrence Crawford. And everybody complained that Terrence Crawford fought him. Right? So, and I'm coming to your backyard.
With all my jewelry.
You can't tell me that Turkey, you can't just go to Turkey. Hey, bro, give me 500,000, get this dude, let's get this fight.
Unification, big fight, and competitive, entertaining fight too. Very entertaining fight.
And to make it worse, right, Clay? I'm going to go ahead and give you a smooth $2 million. Let's get it done. And reason I say that, right, Clay, is this. It's simply this. It's because I'll just take it off the undercard. You don't have to stack the undercard.
Right.
You cut the budget from the undercard. That's it. And or if you Boots, do what Errol Spence did. Take a pay cut.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's going to have to come down to as well, right? We can talk about that part, even though because Boots is supposedly in a partnership with Eddie Hearn. There's supposed to be some flexibility and some understanding on how to get things done. So Boots might need to flash the watch on them. Like, listen, man, I'm giving you X amount of time. Other than that, my team's going to reach directly out to the Normans, and we're going to see if we can put this thing together and get this thing done. You know what I mean? Like, Boots got to make sure this opportunity doesn't go past him. Don't play it light.
Because shut up and laugh. What's good? He said Boots don't owe that man no pay cut, bro.
He owe himself a pay cut because he wants them titles.
He's not owing his. He's not exactly, Clay. It's not. He don't owe Brian Norman anything. He's doing a pay cut for himself. It's for his own investment, brother. He's invested in himself. It's not about owing that man anything. What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with owing him anything. It's about investing in yourself. Okay, you know what? Sometimes you have to sacrifice to get what you want. Plain and simple. Right. Q War, my brother in the building. What's up, family? Sometimes you have to sacrifice to get things you want. He wants to be undisputed. You have to sacrifice. He said, I hate you, but let Norman invest in himself. How's Norman investing in himself, brother?
Because you want him to take the short?
You want him to take a shortcut where Boots can take just slightly less money to get what he's want. What are you talking about?
And Norman got time on his hands, on his side. He's 23. So the pressure's on Boots. It's Boots' mission to get undisputed at 147. He's the one getting bigger and bigger every time. Every time you see him in the ring, even though he says the weight cut is easy, everybody knows he fits in 154 real well. The pressure's on him to get these fights done. And
not only that, Boots is not in a win-win situation. Brian Norman is. Brian Norman has options. Boots don't. I'm not taking high risk, low reward. I'm not fighting you. Period. Mario Barrios, I'm not fighting you. Poop, what's up?
Exactly,
Stanionis, you ain't trying to pay me. I'm not fighting you. Brian Norman, you don't want to pay me? We don't fight. Now, where's he getting the belts from? Because if Brian, again, we just waited out. Well, then he just got to move up. Again, moving up is a sacrifice because now he's going to sacrifice not getting the belts at 147. Either which way you look at it, he's going to sacrifice.
Yeah, Mike, I agree with you. Brian is pushing for history as well, but the pressure, he has time to make history. He has time. If he doesn't fight Boots and Boots were to vacate the belts at some point or go up and it doesn't, he's 23. He has time to go ahead and take a couple of tune-ups and, you know, wait for the opportunity with a Stanionis or Mario Barrios, right? He's able to put himself in position, or Stanionis. He's 23. He's young. He's in that 147 weight class. He has no pressure on him to do nothing but what he's doing. You know, just think about it. Before Boots, this thing with Boots just came up, they was already getting ready to fight on November 8th anyway. They already had a schedule, a plan on how they're going to attack the situation.
Actually, Clay, remember when we was talking to a senior? Remember what he told us? They was actually going to fight Tio September 27th.
They were trying to, yeah, but he didn't believe it.
Tio pulled out.
Right.
No diddy. Right? So he has options. Because if he fights Tio, just imagine this, bro. This is what y'all, Bori, what's up, family? Scorpio 1176, what's good? This is what you're not realizing. Again, Boots is in a lose-lose situation. If Brian Norman, who's only gaining confidence, if he beats Teofimo Lopez and then beats Stanionis, what you think? He goes to the negotiation table. I'm the A side now, bro. I have a bigger profile. I'm a unified champion. Now I'm the A side. Now you take less money than me.
Yeah,
and
Mike,
you desperate, like Clay said. And now you desperate because you don't have time in the division. You running out of time for your goals. Me and Clay are saying this based off of his goals. His goals is to be undisputed at 147. So
being held up.
Based off of his goals, he's running out of time. He's getting it. Would you say, Clay? And salute to Bajan, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on it in the super chat. I thought Turkey was supposed to step in at times like this, or does Turkey only make fights he wants? I think Turkey only makes fights he wants, and in times like this, they got to ask for him to step in. Right. I don't think he have a problem stepping in. I just think he minds his business when it's not fights, big fights that he wants to see. Salute to Todd French 600, brother in super chat, dropping that cinco on the super chat. Facts, Blue. He needs to see Brian now, because if Brian's star power rises further, it could put the money a gap even wider. Boots need to act now. Facts. All facts, Clay. What you think about that?
Facts. The pressure is all on Boots, bro. That's a fact. It's all on Boots. It's on Eddie Hearn. I don't understand. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. You look at what Boots has been through for the past year and a half, 2 years. There's no way in the world I'm believing that Eddie Hearn, thinks he can get away with this, bro. Not at this point. That's why he's responding. That's why he put that tweet out, right? We sent through. He's trying to make it clear because I'm sure he's being confronted on it. Like, this is a big deal for Boots right now. This is the only thing holding Boots back. Everybody wants Boots to go to 154 and get involved in that conversation up there. That conversation at 154 is missing Boots. Boots is the missing piece to that, to 154 just blowing up. What's holding it up? Bozy and Boots' ambition to be 147 undisputed. Even Turkey wants to get into that action with Boots. Wants Boots up there so he can finance some fights with Boots up there with Terrence Crawford or with anybody up there. This should be the biggest part. When it comes to the Jerron Boots Ennis business, this is supposed to be the number one priority when it comes to him. It's supposed to be about getting these unification title fights. That's what it's supposed to be. And then that's it. Everything else is you're putting your relationship with the Boots team in danger. You're putting the relationship in danger.
And here's my thing, right, Clay? You are putting yourself in a position where fighters are going to surpass you. Because I'm saying Brian Norman hypothetically because I favor him to win those fights. But imagine if Barrios won all those fights. He's not. Al Heyman is not letting Barrios come to the table and take less than Boots Ennis. If Mario Barrios beat Manny Pacquiao and then beat Stanionis, what makes you think he's going to the table and Al Heyman going to say we taking less than Boots because of potential?
Right.
Because your potential to be X, Y, and Z, I'm going to let you take more than my fighter who actually did it.
Yeah.
They're putting Boots in a lose-lose situation, bro.
They're not treating around. It could happen at 154, but we know it's happening at 147, right? It's happening at 147. Can it happen at 154? We won't know until he goes to 154, but we ain't got no questions about what's happening at 147. This man's about to have to rematch somebody who he had a boring ass fight with 12 rounds of nothingness. Frustrated him, frustrated his fan base, right? Completely took away from Boots and really gave Boots the opportunity to get the fight with Roma Villa, probably because they were like, oh, you know what I mean, he's not, you know what I mean? It was a weak point that they took advantage of. He's got to get back in the ring with this guy in his home stadium in Wells Fargo Center. This is not a good look for him. This is not a good look for him at all. He don't want to do that.
And here's the thing, right? Right, Clay? That wasn't in his hometown. That was in Washington, D.C. Now, D.C. is close to Philly.
Wells Fargo was in Philly?
No. The Kua Juga fight.
Oh, yeah.
That was in the Capital One. Right. Imagine having a repeat performance in Philly. Your stock, your profile, your brand is going to take a hit.
Right in your city.
So guess what? And Brian Norman goes and fights and beats a higher profile fighter. Bro, what are you doing? Now when I come back to the table, Brian Norman, we fighting in Philly and I get the money. We fighting in Philly, now I get the money. I mean in Atlanta, and now I get the money. So here's the thing, right, Clay? Let's say he said they came to the table with 1.5, right? They come to the table with 1.5, right? You got that from DAZN and Matchroom. That's your own little budget. Go to Turkey Al-Sheikh and say, hey, man, slide me 500 stacks.
Just like that.
Just like that. Give me 500. I need 500 stacks. And you can, because remember, Turkey don't have nothing to do with this card. So You go to Turkey and you say, hey, man, let me get 500 stacks. Involve yourself. We'll put fights on the undercard, so on and so forth. This is important to Boots. Boots is the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you give Brian Norman $2 million. And if you got to skim it off the top from the undercard, just skim it from there.
Right.
Just skim it from there.
Yep.
If you got to put all, this card is you could put one nice what you can do for this card, right? Right, Clay? You can put Andy Cruz as the co-main event against somebody solid at 135. You know what I'm saying? Put Andy Cruz against somebody solid at 135. You ain't got to break bank with, and just fill and stack the rest of the card.
Yeah.
Nice little solid card. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put Andy Cruz. What you could do too. Here's what you can do. This is what you can do, Clay. You could put Jarrell Big Baby Miller back on that card.
Yeah.
Put Big Baby Miller against somebody on the undercard. Put Andy Cruz against somebody. Nice solid card on the undercard. Nigga, now you got 3 fights. You ain't got to break bank, and then go ahead.
Yeah, asking Blue, do you think Danny beats Lara?
No.
Nope.
Salute to my brother Dog fighting the super chat.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Michael Duncan, what's good? Blue, do you think? No, I think Lara beats Danny. Danny's fetus stuck in cement. Lara's still a mover. He's still bigger than him. He's a southpaw. He's not what he once was. He don't move like he once did. But Lara got power. He's precise. He's athletic. He's bigger than Danny. Danny with those hooks sitting down and ain't gonna work for Lara, bro. Lara ain't gonna be there for that. Those blind hooks he be landing, that's not gonna land on Lara. Malcolm
too small for that division, man.
Too small and too slow.
Yeah.
If he was more agile, that would be cool, but he's not. Malcolm Duncan, he said, "Hey, Blue, in your opinion, why are so many young and up-and-coming fighters hesitant to get into the ring with him?" With who?
Probably with Boots.
With Boots? Right here, you seeing it. K Corsi, what's up? High risk, low reward.
They're not paying enough, man.
Ain't paying. High risk, low reward. Yeah, Maharbi Salam. Father Time might play a part, but even Father Time version of Lara is just, he may not be able to move as often.
And he's active.
Yeah. Like Danny Garcia's style. And then Danny ain't never fighted that weight. And Lara's big, man. Lara's like 5'9.5". He got extremely long arms, 75-inch arms. His arms is longer than Terrence Crawford. He got power. The last thing to go is your power. And Lara's a southpaw on top of that. Don Dada, what's up? That's a problem, man. Earl Henderson, what's good?
I think he's gonna get sat on his pockets too in this fight.
You think he's gonna sit Danny down?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna knock him out, but I think Danny gonna get sat down.
I don't think so, and the reason I don't think so is because I don't think Lara's gonna feel the need to have to overly commit, because he's so much bigger than him and so much more rangier than him and more fluid that he could just box him from the outside. I don't think, because Lara is
who's gonna box? You think Lara's gonna choose a boxer from outside?
Yeah,
yeah.
No need to do anything. Habitual lawn stepper, what's good? Via Forever, what's good? Lara's, don't forget, Lara's a very cautious fighter.
Right.
So if he don't have to take a risk, he's not gonna do it. And I don't think he's gonna do it. Jafari sees a brother in the super chat. He said, "Can you wish Reese Fox a happy 13th birthday?" Absolutely. Salute to Reese Fox. Happy 13th birthday.
Yeah. Well, let me hit him with one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but yeah, so, I just think that they're just doing him a disservice, man. But what you think also about Canelo's statement to Terrence Crawford?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it. I think that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming from the moment they broke bread like a few days later, and they got in that conversation. The explanation had to come out that it was really Eddie Hearn that rubbed Canelo a certain way, and it wasn't personal towards Turkey. Canelo bought his money. I knew he wasn't playing that game. He talking that talk because he in front of that camera, and you know what I mean? It's his show, and he's there to let everybody know that he running it. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody turning away those M's. Those M's is there. He know those M's is there right there, and he ain't turning away the M's. That man out there fighting Edgar Berlanga, getting ready to fight Edgar Berlanga on the 14th, man. He ain't turning away no M's, bro. He ain't turning away no M's. So I knew that was coming. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how bad Terrence wants it anymore. I know he wants it, but I don't know. He seemed kind of weird, you know, when at that post conference when they asked him about it, I didn't like his response when it came to it. When he was like, man, and he was like, hey, man, if the money's right, I'll do it. He kind of made it look like he was Canelo a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like the energy of it, but yeah, I knew Canelo was going to come back around and want to work with Turkey. Turkey is a big factor right now. Big money. The M's is certified like cheese, right? Like you already know the money's coming through. The check's going clear. Don't play with him.
Well, remember too, Terrence Crawford. I think Terrence Crawford sometimes gets a lack of motivation. Remember, he was that way also with the Errol Spence situation.
Right. You think Lara beat Canelo when they fought? Yeah, I was leaning towards Lara in that fight. I ain't gonna lie. Hey you. Hey you. Ain't no looking back. Ain't no looking back.
Say hi.
Hey.
Say hi.
Hey.
Say hi.
Hey.
Say hi. Look, say hi. Look.
She grabbing him.
Look.
Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
Say hi.
She looking. She looking.
You're not gonna say hi? You're not gonna say hi? No? Yeah, kitty. Look, say hi. Say hi.
Is that the granddaughter or is that the daughter?
Yeah, that's my granddaughter.
All right.
Say hi.
You are not that young to have a baby like that.
My wife said I'm not that young to have a baby this young.
I know. Listen, man. I know you guys are active over there. I was just asking. I know you guys are active. You know what I'm saying?
She said not that active.
Not that active.
Say bye. Say bye-bye. You know, you gotta say hi. Nice. Say hi, baby.
Come on,
Gigi.
go bye-bye. Come on.
You going bye-bye?
Let's go. Grab her.
You going Nana? You going bye-bye?
You know what I mean, AK Crowder. You know, Blue still got the fitteds on. You know what I'm saying? He outside with the jewelry on. You know what I mean? Doing his thing. You know what I mean?
See you later. See you later.
Yeah, she look like you. She look like you though.
Now she want to leave. Now she don't want to leave.
Yeah, she was having a good time. She likes the camera, man. She likes it.
All facts. All facts.
She like it. Yeah,
but
see, trying to say yes, sir.
Oh, so yeah, so remember Terrence Crawford was that way with the Errol Spence situation. Remember at one point he got to a point where he was like,
he was ready to give up on the fight. Like the fight ain't gonna happen. It's all good.
Yeah, he was like, man, that fight in my rearview mirror. Remember he said that?
Yep.
He's like, that fight in my rearview mirror, and I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? I went berserk. I'm like, bro, what is you talking about? You need that legacy fight. You know what I mean?
He's like, the devil's a damn lie.
Yeah,
I don't need it that bad.
I think that Terrence Crawford just gets to a point where he's like,
they
like
don't want to do it.
Yeah, he's so competitive, and he's like, he just gets tired of you know, not getting, you know, just for instance, everything Terrence Crawford works for is always hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never had a big fight that just materialized. Everything has to be he has to go above and beyond to get the big fights, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that he just gets to the point where it's like whatever, bro.
You think if Terrence don't get this fight,
same way though, facts, huh?
You think if Terrence doesn't get this fight that he retires, or does he compete at 154 and chase the undisputed?
I think that Terrence Crawford, if he don't get Canelo fight, if there's not looking up for the Canelo fight next year, he's going to attempt to collect these belts next year, and he's done. He's done. I don't see him. If there's no if there's no path to him getting Canelo, it's not looking like it. I think he's done. I think he'll try to collect the belts because he want to, why not, right? Like at this point, you already have 2 belts. Why not just go get the other 2?
Right.
And create history. You know what I'm saying? Go get the especially if the Fundora fight can happen. If he get the Fundora fight for 3 belts, and the Canelo fight is still not looking up, I think he'll try. This is what I personally think. I think he'll attempt to fight 3 times next year. Right. Reason being is I think that he'll try to catch all them belts, be undisputed, and then just try to get a heart like if Errol Spence starts to collect victories again and his trajectory is going up, I think that now Terrence Crawford's like, I could get a one more marquee fight with Errol probably, and I'm up out of here.
Right.
Especially if he could get D-Man Jr. and Puget Shiznam. What's up, family? Anthony Williams, what's up, nephew? If he can get a fight in before this year is up, like if he can get in December, if he can get the Fundora fight by December, you know what I mean? Robert Chandler, what's up? Or he can get the Virgil Ortiz fight by December, you know what I'm saying? Particularly one of the champions, you know what I'm saying? Because that cuts the time, you know what I mean? And then finish it off with a Virgil Ortiz or Errol Spence. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, basically, you see him if he can do it, he'll chase down the undisputed. He'll go for the accolades. He'll go for the unification and for undisputed if it's there for him.
And if he could do it by next year is over, I think he will.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way.
And then that's it. It's over. Then anything else after that is just going to be if Canelo ever gives him the green light, he might step back. T-Stone, what's up? He might step back and be like, all right, I'm going to come back. King Caesar 8-4, what's up, family? He might step back and be like, all right, I'm going to get this Canelo fight, and I'm up out of here.
Let's see if he does it. Let's see what he does. See what he does.
Because it makes sense, right? If you're going to if you can get the Fundora fight, right? If I'm Terrence Crawford, because time is not on Canelo's side. And when I say that, I mean his options is running thin too. People is tired of paying for these types of fights, bro. So if you Terrence Crawford and you can get if Fundora fights you before the year is up, you got 3 belts. All you waiting for is Tim Tszyu Matalia fight. Right. And actually, in all actuality, the truth is you can negotiate a fight for the winner of that fight before you even fight Fundora. Right. Because they fight in October. So you can negotiate with them. The winner gets to fight me for undisputed, and let's say in March, April. Right. Right. You negotiate that. You get that fight March, April. Guess what? Now you're sitting high. You undisputed. If you Terrence Crawford, and obviously we assuming that he wins, right? So you get those fights. You only wait for one marquee fight, which could be Jamel Charlo, it could be Errol Spence, it could be Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So, that's assuming the chips fall in his favor like that.
What do you think about the return of Al Heyman? How significant is that? What does that mean? What does that look like? What's the big? I mean, I hear about these 5 events and everything like that. But
hold on. Go ahead and cook 1 second. Let me get my
all right. Yep, do what you do. What do we think about it? What do we think about the return of Al Heyman, right? A lot of people are going to say that we were on the opposite side of the conversation, that we want the PBC to fail, et cetera, et cetera. Well, Al is back, right? Al is back. He's talking about doing 5 events. I don't know what the events are. You got to assume it's going to have the usual suspects, right? Your Tank Davis, your Errol Spence, your David Benavidez, your Canelo Alvarez. But, he's had, 4 events up until this point. Right, in my line, let's see here. We had the Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora. We had the Tank Davis. We had the Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia. If I'm correct, that's it, right? Am I correct? Yes. Is that 3 events, or is there a 4th one that I'm missing, guys? Help me out here. I'm pretty sure I put my finger on it. Was that it? Right? Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora, Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez. Right? 5 events they talking about putting on for this year. So what does that mean? It still means pay-per-view for every card, 100%. And they're talking about doing a bunch of free cards, right? Which is well needed. I'm happy Al's back, man. If Al is truly back in rare form and he's back ready to push PBC where it's supposed to be, where it was last year, I'm very interested in seeing that, right? Because at the end of the day, as fans, we get the fights. I want to see that roster active, right? But I want to know what it looks like. Call Al. That's what's going to start now, right, Jay Grant? Now it's going to be call Al. Every other call out is going to be call Al. I think it's going to be interesting to see. I know a lot of the PBC fans are super excited. You can see it across all content creation spaces that everybody's screaming out, this Al Heyman's back, PBC's back. I told you. Yeah. What we got here? PBC has been inactive this year. 100%, Robert Chandler. 100%. Super inactive, right? Really putting all their eggs inside the basket of a Tank Davis or Canelo Alvarez. And when we look at it, as far as with Canelo Alvarez, there's been cross promotion there, right? Canelo hasn't been exclusively PBC. Even this fight coming up right now is a Matchroom crossover promotion, and the one before that was a Golden Boy really crossover promotion. Was a DAZN crossover promotion. So the only exclusive event that they had, I think. Yeah, it would be the Sebastian Fundora and the Sebastian Fundora Tim Tszyu card and the Tank Davis card, right? So let's see here. November, Tank, and December is Errol Spence. Well, that makes it 5 events for the year. Weren't they supposed to do 10 to 12 events? I don't know. Oh yeah, and then we got the Tim. The free card with Tim Tszyu as well. That's supposed to be coming up. Tim's decision does matter if he picks up a title. Now, we talking about, when you say Tim's that guy, when you say Tim decision does matter, we talking about the conversation of Terrence Crawford right now, as far as Tim Tszyu getting that IBF title fight next? What are we saying? Yup, let me see. PBC minor setback for a major comeback. No doubt, Dundada, no doubt. What else are we looking at? I think Tim Tszyu card is free, though. Yeah, exactly. Tim Tszyu is the free card. From what we understand, let's hope nobody gets hurt and doesn't get pushed out, because the last free card was supposed to be pretty much the damn undercard of this Canelo Alvarez card, right? Outside of Danny Garcia, that was supposed to be Caleb Plant and the gentleman he's fighting, and it was supposed to be Steve Fulton was supposed to be on that card, right? They took that whole card away from you guys, well, from all of us, and they threw it on the pay-per-view. Because Australians come out over this, especially for a champ. Let's see here. Dog fights at Clay Prime Zab Judah versus Boots. Clay Prime Zab Judah versus Boots. Elaborate, dog fight. What are you asking me? Clay Prime Zab. You want to know who wins? A Prime Zab Judah versus Boots? Ah, man. It's hard to pick against Boots. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard. Zab was just that guy too, though. I don't know. That's hard. It's hard. It's hard to pick against Boots. Who you got, Bivol or Better BF? That Angel Hernandez. Shout out to Angel Hernandez. That was a great question. I've actually been pondering over this. I think I've gone back and forth with this Bivol Better BF conversation in my head so many times. Sometimes I'm with Bivol, sometimes I'm with Better BF. I'll tell you where I'm at today. Today where I'm at is I don't know how the age is going to affect Better BF in this fight. Better BF is going to have to be able to cut that ring off. He's going to have to be able to tap into that boxing IQ of his, that pedigree that he has, and he's going to have to make opportunities because Bivol is so sharp, right? Bivol showed a lot of power in his last fight. He showed his ability to still be a dog and got a stop in his last fight. So he kind of showed that ability. And let's be honest, when Beterbiev fought against Caleb Smith in his last fight, he showed his boxing IQ a little bit because he had to make opportunities in there, cut the ring off. Caleb Smith was trying to use that distance, use those long arms, use his height, and Beterbiev was able to conquer that, right, and stop him. So it kind of gave you a little bit of a foresight on what to expect against Bivol. But the one thing about Beterbiev that I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys on is any round it could end. Right? He's going to bring that factor into where Bivol has to be on his game. He has to be boxing. He has to, stay disciplined in that fight for 12 rounds. Because I don't see Bivol stopping Beterbiev. That I don't see happening. Beterbiev, on the other hand, could have a couple of rounds off, but any round could be his round, and he can stop Bivol. So if I got to give a winner of this fight right now, I'm leaning towards Beterbiev. But I'm still concerned about the injuries that he's had, his age. At what point, because they say that happens overnight. They say you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, and you old. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't gradually happen. Like, he could be having a great time in sparring in the gym, a great training session. All of a sudden, he wakes up one morning and, it takes him 20 minutes to get out the bed that morning. Like, what happened? Where did all my vitality go? So I'm concerned about who we're going to see in the ring, what kind of Beterbiev we're going to see in the ring. But I think if it's the Beterbiev, if I got to judge him off his last fight, which is the Caleb Smith fight, that fight right there showed me that he can box, and that power is, always like that intangible that can't be trained. It just either you got it, you don't have it, and he has that. He has that ability to deliver something bad and end in any round. Bivol just has to be perfect for too long, and I don't know if he can do it. So I'm going to lean towards Beterbiev, but still close fight. Don't be shocked if next week I ain't feeling different. Don't be shocked.
That fight is so spectacular for me, man.
Yeah, stylistically, right? It's just like, it's going to be a great fight.
And I think that, like you said, if Beterbiev was 33, I don't think it would be so much of a hard question.
Right.
But he's 40. And inactive.
And coming off an injury.
Right.
So how's he healing up? With that age, injuries take a long time to heal up. Sometimes they don't even heal up right. Rank the easiest to the hardest possible remaining fights for Crawford, Fundora, Charlo, Zoo, Canelo, Boots, and Ortiz.
Salute to Robert Chandler in the super chat, dropping that cinco on the super chat. Rank the easiest to hardest possible remaining fights for Crawford: Fundora, Charlo, Tim Tszyu, Canelo, Boots, and Ortiz. You want to go first?
All right, yeah, I'll do it. Let's see. Rank the easiest to the hardest possible. So the easiest fight on that list for Crawford, in my opinion, it's probably going to be Virgil Ortiz. I think he has some maturing to do, and he will, I'm sure, but he's going to be the easiest. The next one is going to be probably Charlo. I think he's just been gone long. You know what I'm saying? He came off of a horrible performance with Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to give it to Charlo. Then I'm going to go probably Tszyu. Probably Tim Tszyu. Then I'm going to go Boots. Then I'm going to go Canelo. Easiest to hardest.
I'm going. But you ain't say Fundora.
He didn't put. Fundora's on there. My bad. I would say Virgil Ortiz, the easiest. Yeah, man, it's hard with Fundora. Fundora's just that damn tall and long arms, but he doesn't use it that way. He doesn't use those attributes. I'm gonna put Fundora after Ortiz. And then everything else: Tim Tszyu, Boots, and Canelo.
I'm going Easiest, Virgil Ortiz. Next, Tim Tszyu. Next, and the reason I say Tim Tszyu, because he's seen that style 1,000 times.
Right.
Israel Majimov not far off from Tim Tszyu. Errol Smith style not far off from Tim Tszyu.
Right.
So I'm going Ortiz is the easiest.
Right.
Tim Tszyu. Sebastian Fundora. Boots, Charlo, and then Canelo.
Boots, Charlo. So you got Charlo being the second hardest because he's the champ, right?
He's big. He's powerful. He can box, and he's proven. And he's durable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, man. That makes sense.
He's bigger than Boots. He's proven. He's been in harder fights. He's been undisputed. He can box. He was the best 154-pounder in the world. Right? Charlo's seen it all, too.
But is he still that? Is that muscle memory there? Is that fire there? A lot of
Well, I'm basing it off of Robert Chandler. Are you asking just overall or right now? Because that's different too.
Right. Ortiz.
But even like Charlo didn't take punishment against Canelo. He got dropped and he survived.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm still saying Charlo.
Charlo got to show me, man. He been gone too long.
Angel Hernandez said, Blue, you think Bivol can beat Canelo at 168? Yes. Because Bivol is not a big 75-pounder to begin with. He's actually should be a 68-pounder. He's the same size or smaller than Caleb Plant.
Really, Jose Chavez? Is that new news? Where you get that from?
Turkey is paying Canelo $120 million to fight Crawford. Let's go. I hope that's the case.
Where'd you get that information from?
And Angel. That's why Canelo didn't want to fight Bivol. 5-star Ray, what's up? Angel, that's why Canelo didn't want to fight Bivol at 168 because he don't have no built-in excuse. If he loses to Bivol, Clay, at 168 for undisputed, there's no excuse. If he drops down 6-7 pounds, fight you at your weight class and wins. DJ, what's up, family? What excuse do you have?
Facts.
Because he took the risk. You see what I'm saying? He take the risk. He coming down in weight. You got the advantage, and you beat him with then there's you can't use right now. He got the scapegoat. He could say, "I was damned to be great. I'm not a 75-pounder." He could sleep at night knowing that.
Right.
But he lose the Bivol at 68. Oh, he ain't gonna be able to. He ain't gonna be able to he ain't gonna be able to take that.
Yeah, because that leaks into other conversations too. Like, oh, now we see why you didn't want to fight David. Oh, now we see why you wanted to fight Morrell.
I had to put that off for him, bro.
They on you. That's that weather change. What do you think about this Shakur
Hey, bro,
Stevenson?
you yawning, I'm yawning.
Listen, it's about listen. It'll be like that. The weather's changing. I've had a long day. You know what I'm saying? But what do you think about the Shakur Stevenson $5 million drama? Everybody's like, oh, here we go. He's getting $5 million. He took the money instead of fighting Tank. He took the money.
This is my thing about that is what he's a prize fighter. Why does it matter how much money he took to fight Joe Cordina? It don't matter. Because so it justifies him not fighting Tank if he only took 1.5. Darian Stubblefield, what's up? If he only got 1.5, is that okay? Yeah, I can see it. So what it is that people are trying to use it as a narrative to say, oh, look how much money they paying him. That's why he never called Tank back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, yeah.
Right. So, which is utterly ridiculous, because like we know, he didn't reach out to Tank because you can't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is all proven. It's all documented. You can't reach out to Tank and offer him anything. It's documented. I mean, Turkey Al-Sheikh is what, a trillionaire, a billionaire? What is he? I don't even know what his worth is. But
the country's a couple trillion, but
right. So he can't even make him an offer. How is Shakur gonna make him an offer? So what's the point? So when people say, well, he could have waited, bro, it's just not, stop, man. It's not realistic, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Teach using Saudi funds. Yep.
It's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm sitting here waiting for what? GoFundMe say he worth $3 billion. Okay.
I don't understand his own pay-per-view. Me neither. I don't have a full understanding on it. I'm gonna be real. I think I do have an understanding on it, but I just don't understand why they're doing it.
What's that?
Just the whole entire DAZN pay-per-view situation with Shakur and Better Be Even Bivol, the way they got Shakur looking like he's a headliner, but he's not.
Yeah, well, I understand it. It's just to satisfy ESPN. Jago M, what's up? Teach, what's up? The bottom line is just them satisfying ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this is such a high profile fight. It's such a big fight. The issue that I have with it is that ESPN never wanted to make this fight. So now that Turkey comes in and makes the fight, now you want to come in like yeah, and I don't. But that's boxing though, right, Clay? That's boxing because
it's boxing, but it was weird.
Yeah, because it's just weird to me that, you know, it's like they never ever wanted to make this fight to begin with. Yeah. This is the thing I don't understand when people complain about Turkey. I don't get this, Clay, because remember, nobody wanted to make this fight. DAZN didn't want to make it.
Right.
ESPN Top Rank didn't want to make it. The WBC, remember when they was talking about it, WBC was like, hey, if y'all try to make this call and make this fight, we pulling out because we don't want a Russian athlete representing our sanction body. Remember that?
Yep.
So they didn't even want to be involved. Turkey comes in, His Excellency, and he erases all of that. You don't hear nothing of nothing. Vin Game, what's up? Now you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nobody complaining about nothing. Kevin the Truth, what's up? You see what I'm saying? Nobody's complaining about it. Nobody's talking about the WBC non-involvement. None of that. Nobody. Now it's null and void, and yet, Clay, we still complaining.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, now it's still
so Turkey Al-Sheikh's money has always been in question, right? It's always been in question about how much he's worth, how he's able to put on these events, and you know, we know he's a representation of the royal court. Turkey Al-Sheikh, I told you guys before, he's not a prince. He's not. He's a they call him His Excellency because of the role he has as being an advisor to the royal court. But ultimately it's always been in question as far as about how much money is he worth and things of that nature. And you know, there've been narratives out there pushed that he's only worth a couple of $1 million, that he's really a YouTuber, that he's not really, you know what I mean, who he says he is. So now I'm looking on here where I'm looking at, they're talking about he's worth $2.8 billion, which sounds about right.
2.8 billion.
That's what he's worth personally, like to himself. And he's
Right.
not using his money for these fights. He's using the Saudi Arabia has put out a budget. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because this is for Saudi Arabia. This is to attract tourism. This is a Saudi Arabian project.
Right.
But it's interesting though, because people have really pushed this narrative out there that this dude is like a farce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's nonsense. Like the whole thing is everybody's a fool. Everybody biting and drinking the Kool-Aid. This guy's not this, that, and the other. I think it's interesting that it finally comes out that he's worth like $3 billion, just damn near.
Right. Which is amazing, right? Because ain't that what about that's Floyd is listed at about one point something billion himself, right?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
So why isn't Floyd? This is the effect Floyd can have on the sport. Because again, like you said, Turkey's not using his money, right? No. Floyd don't have to use his money with his profile and his connections. Brooklyn Born, what's up? He could get sponsors. He could get backing from other people.
That's probably what he's doing.
Uh, 18 SK International. Jose Diaz, what's up? He said, Blue, can't we have great business first with our black fighters? You notice none weight classes not fighting the best of the best undefeated black fighters. They want cancel us out. Look at money 1.5 jokes. I think you're saying, I'm gathering, you're trying to say build ourselves up. Is that what you get from that, Clay?
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, Blue, can't we have a great business first with our black fighters? Then he says, you notice no weight classes not fighting the best of the best undefeated black fighters. They want to cancel us out. I don't get it.
Right. So my thing is this: is that if you're saying like before we outfighters fight each other, let us get the bag fighting other fighters. Is that valid when I say that?
No, the 18. Respond, please.
Right? Because if that's the case, it goes back to what I said. Is that fortunately for us, we have an embarrassment of riches. So we overlap. No disrespect to anybody else, but we overlap everybody. We actually lap everybody at least once, right, Clay?
Yes.
With the amount of fighters that we have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to great fighters, black fighters. We got Tank, we got Devin, we got Shakur, we got Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Frank is like considered quote unquote a B level fighter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we got Keyshawn Davis, we got Abdullah Mason, Carmel Moulton's coming up. And in the welterweight division, we got Brian Norman, Boots Ennis, Conor Ben, right? And even though he's British black, but he's black, right? It's just every division. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like that you don't even hear about like that much. You got shoes of the world, right? You got so many, in the heavyweight division. It's just the pick of the litter, bro. Wherever you go, 154, Errol, Terrence Crawford, Jamel Charlo, Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying? Like the list just good. It's just an embarrassment of riches in every weight class. You know what I mean? Right. And so, even the quote unquote B level fighters that are black fighters, they still in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, It's looked at as Brian Norman was the B side. He was a challenger. He was the underdog fighting on Santillion, right?
Right.
And look how that played out.
Dog.
It's just not often and it's just historic. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? You talk about, I mean, Abdullah Mason is 20 years old. Camaro Moulton is 20 years old. 20, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
young bulls.
It's just an embarrassment of riches. So we overlap it to the point where, Clay, we ain't got nobody else but to eat off each other. At some point in time, it just garners us eating off each other. That it just comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, nobody else gonna compete with us, and we it's like the Olympics with Jamaica. You know, Jamaica at one point in time was just coming in first, second, and third. They just competing with each other.
Right.
Or first and second, then the US is third. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts.
You just competing with yourself at that point in time. No other country is in. In the Olympics, it's going to be Jamaica or the U.S.
This year though, we for boxing we didn't get any medals, right?
Oh no, terrible,
horrible.
Horrible. Because you know why? You know why that is? Is because the politics. We don't watch Roy Jones go there and get robbed. We watch Floyd go there and get robbed. We watch Shakur go there and get robbed. You know what I'm saying? Our youth is like, man, the amateurs, I'm going pro.
So we don't got that quality fighter in the amateurs anymore.
Abdullah Mason would be in the amateurs. Camaro Moulton would be in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? They fighting as professionals. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Tremaine Phillips, what's up, family? Duncan Penderhughes, what's up, family? Robert Chandler, brother, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. I got the feeling Errol versus Fundora is going to end up like Lubin versus Fundora. I see Errol taking a lot of punishment in the pocket. Is that how you see it, Clay?
Yup. I see Fundora putting punishment on Errol if they fight. I think Errol needs a tune-up, man. I think he needs a tune-up. I don't know who he is right now. You know what I mean? I'll tell you like this. I'm not going to say I think it's going to happen. I think it's a very high probability of it happening. You know what I mean? I just think he hasn't been there. He hasn't been there.
The thing about it for me is that Lubin is actually bigger than Errol Spence. And he's more twitchy than Errol Spence. He's more athletic. He has like faster hands. He's just a better athlete, right? Is he more fundamentally sound than Errol? Would you say?
No, I don't think he's more fundamentally sound, but I think he's efficient enough to Fundora's going to, Errol Spence is going to have to absorb punishment. He's going to have to show that he got that dog in him to absorb that punishment and still be effective, because Fundora going to put punishment out there. He's going to put hands on him. Blocks, no blocks, don't matter. He's going to keep going.
What you think? And I think Lubin hits harder than Errol Spence, too.
Yeah, he hits hard. Oh, who you talking about, Erickson? No, we talking about Sebastian Fundora.
No, I'm saying, because what we're saying is how Lubin ended up with Fundora compared to Errol. So I'm saying,
okay,
if Lubin is bigger, he's more twitchy, and he hits harder than Errol, and that was the results. But that was also a result of him not listening to Coach Cunningham.
Right.
That you got to take that into consideration as well. Coach Cunningham in the beginning, he was doing, when he was listening, he was outboxing Fundora. Travion 2 Trail was good, and then he decided he just wanted to stay in the pocket and fight, which was bizarre. And he dropped Fundora. Don't forget.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he dropped. He was the first one to drop him. Right. That was the first knockdown of Fundora's career, wasn't it?
Was it his first? It might have been. So. It might have been. Yeah. It might have been.
Yeah, he dropped Fundora, and he was outboxing Fundora when I don't know what switch he wasn't listening to Coach Cunningham. He flipped the switch and then he was just trying to knock him out. Ron J, we don't know who his trainer is. According to what I was told, he still haven't made a decision on the trainer.
That's what I'm saying. How can you even bet on that man if you're Sebastian Fundora? Bet on putting a fight together with him.
Playboy Buddha said, punishment, Spence gonna put hands on Chinny Fundora. Let's put the link in the chat and get the people's reaction.
Yeah. Chinny. Why is Fundora Chinny? Why? Because he got knocked out by Brian Mendoza. When did he become Chinny?
I think he got knocked down he got knocked down by Lubin. He got knocked out by Mendoza. Did he get knocked down by Timzo?
No.
I think he got knocked down earlier in his career too, if I'm not mistaken. Because when he had that draw, didn't he have a no contest or a draw, something like that?
I don't know where we got Chinny from. Though. I haven't seen Chinny.
I'm not saying he's Chinny.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chinny. He might have been down before. You know what I mean? Things happen, but I ain't seen Chinny. What's good, Uncle Claymore? Keep being a blessing to the sport, and I wish you nothing.
Yes,
but
sir.
Good wealth and health.
Salute to
G
nephew
chatted.
G tatted up in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Honestly, in super chat. What's good, Uncle Claymore? Keep being a blessing to the sport, and I wish you nothing but the good health, good wealth, and health. I appreciate you, nephew. And once I get the wealth, I'm going to spread it to you, and we going to have good health and wealth together, nephew.
Yeah.
And nephew be making these clips. He be having me in tears, man. I got to start sharing them on my shorts. Yeah, because I want to share them on my shorts, man. Super Mac time, what's up? Because man, he be having me in tears, bro, in tears. Jalen the Queen, she said, I'll bet on Spence all day, but would it make sense to have a fight this year without having a trainer as of yet? You right, Queen. That's the $1 million question. Like, is Errol Spence, Queen, too much of a dog for his own good?
Yes, I'll say that. I'll say yes.
Right? It's like, it's okay to take a step back and focus and but it's been a year. He ain't fighting in a year. It's over a year. We going in September. He fought in July last year.
Right. It's gonna be a year and a half plus when he fights. If the fight is in, let's say, December, January.
But he just parted ways with Derrick James when? I want to say that was like June.
Something like that.
That was around June, right? So he hasn't had a trainer since probably like June. Flyer Frequency, what's up? DJ, where you go, great brother? Could he have one and just not make it public knowledge? That could be the case, but from what I heard, that he's working out, but he don't have a trainer.
Salute, Flyer.
That's what I heard. DJ, what's up, my guy? Can you hear me?
What's going on, King?
What's going on?
What's going on, D?
What's up, Clay Wolf?
Doing good, brother. Thanks for asking.
What's goody with you, DJ?
How you been doing, man? I've been all right.
Taking it easy, man, on the grind.
Yeah, trying to, man. This weather down here is
ridiculous. It's nasty work.
Man, it's ridiculous down here in St. Louis, man.
Yeah, man. In New York right now, it done got chilly on us today, man. Yesterday we had a heat wave and a heat advisory.
Yep.
And today it's chilly, bro.
It literally hailed by me for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
I seen you was go ahead, Blue.
No, I'm just saying this weather is just bizarre, bro.
Yeah, I was just you had me cracking up when I first got on. You was looking like me yesterday in the backyard spraying that bug spray, man.
Yeah, bro. Yo, they having a field though. That's why I had to be like, hold on, man. I gotta go get that off, bro, because they just chewing away on the great brother over here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I like to be comfy. I ain't got no shoes on, no socks on, just chilling. Man, listen, man, I'm feeling by my ankles. I'm like, man, my ankles is itching. Oh man, I look down like, oh, they having a field day down there.
Yeah, that's all they favorite spot. Them ankles, man. Them legs.
Ankles
thin skin.
and your wrists and between your fingers, bro. They get
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You can have your whole stomach out. They won't bite you not one time right
Not
there.
one time. Not one time, boy. And it's wild, right? Like it's like you would think that that's where they would head to, but nah, they go where the skin is thin.
Mhm.
Where the skin is thin, man. But what you got for us, DJ?
What's up? What's going on? I kind of came in on the end of it, man. So I was trying to.
So we was talking about a plethora of things. Canelo, Canelo came in and he said he was asked today about the Crawford Fundora situation and it being ordered, and he said, "Man, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. We still gonna fight." So he pushed that whole notion that Crawford can't fight, because he got ordered. Oh, Jay Lynn, don't do me like that, Queen. Tell me that's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
That's what Jay Pitt's saying too.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
Jay Pitty City, brother, in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco. He says, salute, Blue and Clay. Brandon Ayuk and Niners reached the deal. We back. Bang, bang. Yes, sir. Oh, man, that just made my day. Bro, I'm going to have a swig tonight. That just made my day.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to end up in Washington, man.
Yeah, I thought it, man, today I was listening today, and I was like, oh, it's over, man. 4 years, 120. What's that? What's that? That's about 30 million a year, right? 30, 60. Yeah,
30,
30 million a year. Oh man, he got what he was looking for. He broke bank, didn't he?
Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah, he broke bank, didn't he? He getting paid more than Justin Jefferson, ain't he?
No, I don't think getting more than JJ.
Cause what JJ getting? Cause ain't he getting ain't JJ getting like, I thought he was getting 30 million.
He like in the mid 30s.
Oh, okay.
Because he the highest paid non-quarterback in the history.
In history, right? Okay.
Then the Cowboys just gave CeeDee Lamb $1 million less than him.
Oh, so he got more than CeeDee Lamb?
No, the Cowboys gave CeeDee Lamb $1 million less than Justin.
Oh wow. Okay. Now we just gotta get Trent Williams because Trent Williams is the most important part of the puzzle.
Yeah, that's the big boy right there, man.
Yeah, we gotta get Trent, bro.
All that don't mean nothing if they can't keep Purdy up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like that sound good, but we gotta get Justin. We gotta get Trent Williams on board.
What's up, good brothers?
What's good, D? What's good, Derek?
Yeah,
Blue.
Blue.
Huh?
Blue. It's pronounced Playboy Butter.
Oh, Playboy Butter.
Yeah.
What I said, I said Buddha, didn't
I?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, don't forget, man. I can't read that well.
Yeah, it's all good.
I can't see that well, and I can't read that well.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I just wanted to touch. I just wanted to touch on the Spence and Fundora.
Okay.
We like anything. We all know anything can happen in boxing. But Spence is going to put hands on Fundora. Everybody say we don't think Spence is going to be the same, this, that, and the third, but we all keep forgetting he lost to Bud Crawford. He lost to the best in the world. If that was anybody else in that ring, Spence would be undisputed right now. People keep forgetting that. If that was anybody else in that ring, Spence is going to put hands on Fundora. Watch.
I mean, the only thing I would push back on that is to say, and I think it's very possible, but I think you can only count on the Spence you used to. I put my phone on my soundboard. That was weird. My bad, bro. But I think that we just got to see what Spence returns, man. You know what I mean? He's been through a lot of changes, man. I mean, a lot of changes,
That's
surgery,
facts.
and all types of a whole bunch of different things that I just need to see. I think, yeah, the Spence that I seen fight, Danny Garcia or even Ugas, and I'm trying to pick the fights after the accident. Yeah, I think that Spence could do Sebastian Fundora bad, but after the Spence that beat Terrence, and then all these like pushbacks with the surgery on his eye, and I don't know. You got to see who returns, man. Sometimes them silk sheets, them satin sheets kick in, and you don't realize it.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. But I believe Spence, he gonna always have that dog in him.
Yeah,
He gonna always have that dog in him.
Yeah, I can see it.
But yeah, I say that to everybody because like everybody, I'm a Bud Crawford fan. Bud my favorite boxer. But I respect Spence. Everybody say the same thing. I'm like, yo, if there was anybody else in that ring, Spence would be undisputed right now. Right now. But he just lost to the best in the world. That's it. He ain't take a tune up against Danny Garcia. Guess what? Beat him. He ain't take a tune up against Ugas. Guess what? Beat him. He ain't take the tune up against Manny Pacquiao. If that fight would have happened, guess what? He'd beat him. If it wasn't Bud in that ring, Spence would be undisputed right now. But remember when Fundora fought Tim Tszyu? Tim Tszyu barely could see, but look at the hits that was connecting on Fundora. So just imagine if he could see clearly. Spence gonna put hands on Fundora. Watch.
I just think that the height, the reach, the southpaw stance is going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, that's facts.
I don't know if it's and I got to be honest, right? I don't know if it's because I want to see Errol Spence win, or it's because I just see holes. Am I being a little? The reason I haven't really delved deep into this because I can see if Spence didn't recover, and if he has lingering effects from the Crawford fight, I can see that being a problem moving up with a guy like Fundora trying to work your way on the inside. To give you an example, right? What would it keep putting me in the mindset of? Remember when Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, and I kept saying to myself as a fan, I kept saying, well, it was one punch. Roy got clipped, you know what I mean? But in reality, it wasn't one punch. It was his reflexes that faded that allowed him to get hit with that one punch, right?
Yeah.
And then remember the next fight he fought Glenn Johnson and got smoked.
Yeah, damn.
It was crazy.
Yeah, like that was even worse. You know what I mean?
Way worse.
Yeah,
way worse.
Right, and it's like and I'm thinking, is Errol in that position?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because, like, for instance, Deontay Wilder after the first Fury fight, the second Fury fight, right?
Okay, yeah.
He wasn't the same guy. Like his punch resistance just not there. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Fury hit him in the third fight, and there's an asterisk by the second fight, you know what I mean, the gloves and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
But the fact is, your body took the punishment. You can't. It's like with Devin Haney, like I was saying with Devin Haney. I wholeheartedly believe in Devin Haney coming back.
Right.
We just don't. He don't even know. We don't like Clay said earlier with Father Time. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
We want to believe. You know what I mean? And I'm with you. I want to believe because if Errol punch resistance there, I believe I don't see that. You know, I think it'd be a hard fight, but I think he wins, right?
Right.
But I don't know if his punch resistance is there, and he don't know until he get in there and start taking punches.
That's true. Okay. Oh, that's true.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for instance, I can give you an example, right? For myself, I had suffered like multiple concussions in football, and I'm out there playing corner.
Yeah.
And I had some concussion, came back, but I'm playing corner. I'm like, bro, I'm not even on the inside. You know what I mean? I'm not playing linebacker, nothing, right? And the running back came through the hole, my instincts was to be a linebacker. That's what I played, linebacker and line my pretty much my entire life up until that point. My instincts was to go smack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went and smacked, bang, bro. I had the ringer. Like I didn't really. After that, it was like wow, bro. Like I can't take the hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't know until that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew it to myself. Nobody around me knew. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Teammates
Okay.
didn't know. But to myself, I was like, bro, my body just. I felt jittery, bro. Like for the whole rest of the game, my body just felt. I finished the game. I didn't give up a touchdown, but my body felt
different.
Yeah, it felt jittery, bro. It was just like I couldn't settle myself in. Like, you know what I mean? It was jittery, bro. Like almost like I just wanted to go home and lay down. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I see.
And again, I went through training camp and everything. I was good money, but I didn't have that type of collision.
Yeah.
To truly tell me, and that's the thing. When you go through sparring camp, he gonna have on headgear. He gonna be in with big gloves. Even though it's punches and you could get hurt, it's not the same when you ain't got no headgear on and them small gloves and get touched. It's different.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And on top of that, this is the biggest worry for me, bro. You took that punishment at a low weight class. Now you going up with an even bigger boy.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you said. Okay. All right.
And this dude gonna be punching down, boy. Bro, we know in life anything come down got more momentum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fundora's not a massive puncher, but he hit you clean enough punching down.
Facts.
We saw the effects it had on Lubin. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's my concern when it comes to Earl. You know what I mean? But me being an Earl supporter like I am, I want to see Errol Spence win.
Yeah.
So in my brain, I'm like, I'm saying just like I'm looking at the same. My point being is I'm looking at it from the same standpoint you are. That was just Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not in that position. So I'm chalking it up to just being Terrence Crawford. But at the end of the day, what is his body going to tell us?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was anybody else, we take Terrence Crawford out and put somebody else in, Errol wins. But the facts remain is his body went through the gauntlet.
Okay, that's true.
And on top of his body going through the gauntlet, don't forget, he had that car accident.
Facts, he did.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, shit.
So that just compounds it. And don't forget, he had 2 eye surgeries.
Damn.
So he had 2 eye surgeries. He had that car accident. He didn't even know if he was going to return from it. He couldn't even walk at one point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a lot to consider now. Yeah,
it's a lot to consider. And on top of it, now you up there with the big boys.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? And to compound it all, Errol is a dog. So he ain't going in there looking to outpoint you.
He's coming towards you.
He looking to get busy. He don't know. That's his mindset. He a dog. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why he even bounced back from the card, because I don't think no other fighter would have even fought after that.
Nah, yeah. Especially going to like a Danny Garcia fight. Nah.
Right. Like, bro, he fought Danny Garcia 14 months after not even being able to walk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's bizarre.
I'm not even gonna lie. After I saw that, I'm like, nah, Danny Garcia, you need to hang it up, man.
Bro, like, but that just goes to show the level of Errol Spence.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say today's time when people be like, Blue, you tweaking. When I say Floyd Mayweather could beat everybody at welterweight right now, his problem would be boots.
Yeah, nah, Floyd is different.
Yeah, his problem would be boots. But because they are so far ahead of everybody, we don't even realize that they so far ahead of everybody else that even their drop off at the very least evens them out.
Damn, that's crazy.
Think about that, right? Like Earl and Danny Garcia wasn't a close fight, bro. And
yeah,
Earl wasn't nowhere near. You can clearly see he was nowhere near himself.
Gee, so if he said he was like 75% or something like that, right?
Might have been less than that. Remember, Derrick James was like, bro, it was less than that.
Damn. So 100% probably would have stopped Danny Garcia.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for sure.
I bet so. Y'all think the Bud Crawford and Spence fight would have played out differently if it wasn't for those incidents?
I think Terrence Crawford still wins because styles make fights.
More competitive though.
It would have been more competitive though. Yeah, like some of the shots that Earl landed on him. For one, his punch resistance. When you're dealing with a power puncher that's accurate and precise like Terrence Crawford, and on top of it, your punch resistance has took a hit, you're in trouble. So I still think that Terrence would have dropped him. I don't know if he stops him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's true. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what he was dropping Errol, he wasn't really hurting him, but he was dropping him because he's so precise that he was. Because remember, I've been saying this for years. Errol Spence in that no man land, when he get caught in no man land, in between mid range and in between being in the pocket, he gets caught in that mid range, and he's out of position. He's off balance. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Kell Brook was catching him there. Sean Porter was catching him there. That's before the accident. So Terrence Crawford's style and accuracy and ability to slow the fight down, I think he still drops Errol. You know what I'm saying? In those positions, I don't think that changed. But I think that Errol dogs it out to 12. You know what I'm saying?
Question for Claymore and Blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantasy. If Devin Haney and Teofimo was to get situated at 147, do y'all believe they would be a threat for Boots for his throne?
I think that Devin can. I think that Tio lacks the physical intangibles to compete with Boots.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is Devin is taller than Tio. He got way longer arm. Like Tio is like 5'8" with like 68-inch arm reach. Okay. Devin is 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. So Devin even have a 4-inch arm reach on Tio, and he's taller. Boots is 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. So he's gonna have a 6-inch arm reach advantage. He's about 3 inches taller, and bro can fight southpaw, orthodox, pocket, got power, hand speed. Like you got to have some physical intangibles to match him. Okay. And we see Tio struggles with like Devin. I believe that he's going to clean up the mistakes he made against Ryan. Dropping his right hand, getting caught with the left. I think he's going to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? Because even though we know Ryan had the weight, the steroids, I thought Devin still should have won.
Okay.
Because even without the knockdowns and those rounds, he was
a close fight. Yeah.
Outside of those, he was beating Ryan Garcia outside of that.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So he cleans up the mistakes, even with Ryan on steroids, and even with him with the weight, Devin still was outboxing him. He clearly was the better boxer. He mentally went into the fight with his mentality was to knock Ryan out. And I keep saying this. You remember that point, and I don't remember which round it is. Maybe you guys remember where he clipped Ryan with that hook.
Yeah, and Ryan
just stumbled and then pounded his gloves.
Yeah,
like that gave Devin Haney. He switched from being a boxer to a fighter, and he tried to knock Ryan out from that point forward. He was sitting down on punches. He kept getting caught with the hook because of that. You know what I mean? He made grave mistakes in the fight that I think he could clean up. When it comes to Tio, when you watch Tio against Sandor Martin and against
I think Sandor won that fight.
Yeah, I thought Sandor dropped him twice.
Yeah.
On the back foot, going backwards.
Yeah.
In the same corner, in the same manner.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then you look at the fight with Jermaine Ortiz. He couldn't do nothing with Jermaine Ortiz's movement and boxing ability.
I thought he lost that fight too.
And the only reason I said I don't mind that he won it is because Jermaine Ortiz did in the last rounds. He did too much excessive movement. Like, bro, you got to take it from him at this point.
That's right. That's
facts. You got here, now take it from him. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And he just put it in cruise control, bro, at that point in time. And he was just moving on that. Remember, it was a point where he went like 2 minutes without even throwing a punch. He just kept circling.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're not gonna beat a world champion and a high profile fighter like that. That's not gonna happen.
Not at all.
So I just think that Boots, for me, in my opinion, I just think that Boots is a bigger, stronger, way better version. And no disrespect to Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz as fighters, because you got to have some heart and dog to even get in there. But I just think Boots is levels above them. And so you put Tio in there, Boots can do exactly what they can do with power. So and he fast in hands and he's bigger than them. So imagine Boots fighting like Jermaine Ortiz did and Sandor Martin with his counter punches and his power.
Yeah, it'd be over.
Tio's done. But go ahead, Clay, what you think about it?
I think that kind of frozen right now, right? I mean, it's the same old thing. Like, I don't know. I'm lost. We talking about Boots right now, right?
Yeah, like if Devin Haney and Teofimo was
right, exactly.
Yeah, I know I was long-winded, Clay. I was long-winded.
No, but I was there, but I was trying to put, because that's why Tio was the missing piece for me. Tio's power hasn't translated.
Okay.
And I have a hard time seeing that power translate up at 147 all of a sudden, right? And I don't think he's having weight cutting issues, so he's not weakened or anything like that. And also, Tio doesn't seem to have strategy when he jumps inside of the ring. He doesn't seem to have a real game plan. And I think when you get into these higher levels of competition, that you need to have a strategy. You need to be able to take advantage of weaknesses and, you know what I mean, and capitalize off your strengths and have a game plan according to the opponent that's in front of you. I think there's just too much dysfunction going on in Tio's camp, and he's a small guy, pause, you know what I'm saying, naturally. So I don't see him competing at a high level at 147 with those big names, with the Boots. Or, I mean, even I think Brian Norman to get rid of him. Okay. Devin Haney, I think he has that ear to listen and to adjust. I do question his ability to muster up power. You know what I mean? He can always win a 12-round fight any given Sunday. He can win a 12-round fight for sure. He can go to the cards and the judges will find him as the winner. I would give Devin Haney a better shot at being real competitive at 147 and than Tio. Tio just I think Tio's wasting his career right now, to be honest with you. That's what I believe. I believe he's taking too much time calling out names that he knows he's not going to fight. I don't think he's looking at his division.
Like Bud Crawford. He calling out Bud Crawford.
Yeah, Bud Crawford, Boots Ennis. He called out Brian Norman. He's just a big clout chaser right now. And unfortunately, while he's doing all that clout chasing, I don't see him being active in his division. His last fight he had with Claggett seemed like he tried to look past Claggett, and Claggett put a whole lot of hands on him, man.
Yeah. Facts.
Right? So why aren't you focusing on your division? Why aren't you trying to attempt to unify and chase these big fights at 140? 140 is a glamorous division. It's a division that he doesn't need to be running from.
That's true.
He's making himself, I think Eddie Hearn spoke on it before, like you're just pricing yourself out of a lot of opportunities because you want to be the takeover.
Yeah. He need to fight Russell or Hitchens. Fight one of them.
Yeah, fight somebody in the division, man. Fight Subriel. Shoot. You know what I mean? Subriel, you fight Subriel or defend. Listen, I'll be happy if I see Teofimo defend against the winner between Jose Ramirez and Arnold Barbosa, right? Ooh. Like Arnold Barbosa is already his mandatory, so I'll be happy to see him fight the winner of that fight. Just fight, man. Get busy, fight, man, and let the cards fall where they may. But I think all the time wasting behind a microphone should be in front of a punching bag, and then in the match.
That's facts.
Hey, Blue. I wanted to touch on the Canelo Crawford thing real quick. I'm just think Canelo, man, he ain't one. I just think he in a situation where he, like, we know he got money, but I think he trying to get, as you see, he's pricing like he want hundreds of millions. Like he's trying to get as much money as he can get because it's only two people we want to see him fight, either David Benavidez or Terrence Crawford. And if he fight David Benavidez, I really think he can lose bad to probably where we won't even see him no more. And if he fight Crawford, he beat Crawford. Everybody gonna say, well, he's supposed to do that, but he know if he lose, then He lost. He lost to the smaller guy. Then I think that Mayweather stuff might start coming back around again in the pitch again because he lost to Mayweather, which is a similar style to Crawford, not exact, but you know what I'm saying, for the size and the problems that he gained. So I just think like he don't know which direction he really want to go in, but he know he want to fight, and I don't think he gonna fight both of them. I think he's gonna be either one or the other because if he lose to Bud. He might not, you know what I'm saying? We might not get the Benavidez fight. And if he lose to Benavidez, it might be bad. We might see Canelo get stopped for the first time. To where it ain't even gonna make sense to make the Crawford fight.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like for me too, I'm with you 1,000% because I think that's why he's dragging on his feet on both those fights.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because his this is what's gonna happen. See, he can't use age. He only 34. He can't say, well, I was at the tail end of my career, so on and so forth. No, bro, you in your prime.
Right.
You in your prime. So if he lose right now to Terrence Crawford, right, his brand and his legacy is going to take a massive hit because it's history repeating itself. We have a pattern. Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, what's the name? Lara.
Yeah.
And then you can make a case. And Bivol. And then you can make Caleb Plant was outboxing him. Billy Joe Saunders was outboxing him. And
Lara gave him smoke too.
On top of that, his biggest win is Triple G, and there's an asterisk about that.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So now it's going to be looked at like, bro, what? He stands a better and I thought about this. He's better off losing to Benavidez than he is Crawford.
That's what I think too.
And this is the reason why. I don't think Crawford's going to stop him. He's going to outbox him, and that's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
He was embarrassed by Bivol. He was embarrassed by Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He was embarrassed. Remember when he fought Lara, he was so frustrated. He was pounding his gloves. He was screaming at him. He was getting embarrassed. If he fight Benavidez, he can always lean back on the excuse how big. He keeps saying it. Every time he's asked about Benavidez, what does he say? Yeah, I ain't never heard him say this about anybody. Every time you ask him about Benavidez, he says, only thing he does better than me is gain 25 pounds.
Yeah, he come in as fighting like 200 pounds.
Yeah, he keeps saying this. You know what I'm saying? He continues because he's trying to put it in our brain. So if he do fight Benavidez, the built-in excuse is always going to be Benavidez should have been fighting at a much bigger weight. And Benavidez co-signed that by fighting at 175 and beating Vavdik.
Yeah.
Right? That co-signed it. You know what I'm saying? See, when Bivol did it, Bivol was the underdog. Bivol was like, is he as good as the people think he is? You know what I'm saying? Is he as good? You know, it was still question marks around Bivol. So when he outclassed Canelo, it was like there was no built-in excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, Bivol is the smallest light heavyweight of them all. Bivol is smaller than Caleb Plant.
Dang.
He probably the same size as Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? So he's not a real light heavyweight. And so there was question marks. So when Canelo fought him, right, there was no built-in excuse. So now Canelo's like, bro, I'm not going down that path no more. You ain't gonna get me down that path no more. Where you put me in there, I'm gonna break bank. If you're gonna put me in that situation, I'm gonna break bank because guess what? I don't think Canelo fights after that. He loses to Crawford or Benavidez, he ain't gonna fight after that. And in the Benavidez fight, the world is gonna be like, Benavidez was so big, he was so huge, he was a weight bully, right? They're gonna give him a pass for it. But he get outclassed by Bud, it's gonna be a question mark by your skills.
I think he's gonna retire after that.
Yeah, it's for sure. That's why he won 150 million.
Yeah, that's why he's like you said, he's dragging it on. Like, if he contemplating about if he really want to do it. And that's why he took this Berlanga fight in the midst of it.
Right, because think about this, right? You lose to Bud Crawford and get outclassed. Who's paying you $50 million for more? We know who you are now.
Right.
There's a pattern. There's history. You know what I'm saying? You don't do well with boxers, so that's why you strategically picking certain fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, to give you an example, what I'm trying to say is, remember Duran. Once the boxing world caught on, Duran struggles with boxing punches. Right? His value, he still was a legend. He still was a great, but his stock took a hit. Because once you seen him, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard, right? You really look at Duran, he's 1-4 against the Four Kings. He quit against Sugar Ray Leonard. He got knocked out by Tommy Hearns brutally. He got outboxed by Hagler, and he got outclassed by Wilfred Benitez. But he rectified that by jumping up the middleweight and beating Iran Barkley. That's what saved his career, because he jumped up all the way to 60 and then beat Iran Barkley. That saved his career. But his legacy will be put in the same box. That's Canelo will be in that same box, because the history shows us. So it's like, you great, but against certain styles. You know what I'm saying? You need your opponents to cooperate. Sugar Ray Leonard don't need you to cooperate. I could beat any style. You see what I'm saying? Crawford don't need you to cooperate. I could beat any style. Floyd I could beat any style. You know what I'm saying? So they don't need. Canelo is showing us he needs you to cooperate, and that's ultimately where the problem lies, because now people are looking and they're like, hold on, bro, and he don't want that stigma attached to him no more. So if he gonna do it, that's why they're talking about. You listen to them, they talking about he's on his last lap. The entail, and bro just turned 34. He younger than Errol Spence.
Yeah, they already said they already getting the narrative set up.
Bro, he's younger than Crawford. He's younger than Errol Spence. Like, bro, do y'all realize he's only 3 years older than Tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He the same age as the Charlos.
It's just because he had 1,000 fights. That's why.
He's actually
he got that age. He got the fight age on him. The amount of fights he got make him look old.
Yeah, because he fought in Mexico so much.
Right.
Yeah.
And he padded his stat. I tell people this all the time, right? And people say, man, you get on Tank, but you don't get. Bro, I get on Canelo. I know Canelo's first 18 fights pretty much by heart, because I tell people this dude fought a guy by the name of Charlie Villanueva.
The basketball player?
Jose Villanueva, right? This dude, he fought this dude 4 times. The first 3 times he fought him, dude ain't have no wins. So why you keep fighting him? He ain't had no wins the first time you fought him.
Wow.
By the second time you fought him, he still ain't picked up no wins. And then he fought him a 3rd time and he only had 2 wins.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
So go figure. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Now make that make sense, bro.
Hey, but look, not to change the subject, but I want to ask you and Claymore, Blue, what y'all think? Remember Bob was saying something about if they didn't re-sign Shakur, that he was gonna try to get Keyshawn the title shot with what's his name, Barancic.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's say Keyshawn beat Barancic and he become the champ, but Tank and Shakur both saying they want to be undisputed. Do you think any one of them, Keyshawn, to get a shot at any one of them, mainly Tank, because I think it'll be an issue with him and Shakur. They ain't really never talked about fighting each other. So how you think that'll mix everything up?
Yeah, see the thing with this situation that bothered me. That's why for the last couple of days, me and Clay been harping on this situation, man, because just as fans of the sport of boxing, bro, you're holding up the sport because of your status. Once you get in a position of power, don't take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, Keyshawn, like you said, like the politics is destroying the sport. So Bob Arum is saying, hey, bro, you don't re-sign here, you don't fight the champion. Bro, what? That's terrible in itself. So you blackmailing me. I got us re-sign with you to unify the belts.
Basically.
That's terrible. Then, but now, okay, Bob didn't even stick to that, right? Because Keyshawn is fighting Lemos November 8th, right? So now the lane is wide open for Tank to fight Dennis Berinchyk. Why is he looking at Jose Valenzuela? What are we doing?
Yeah,
you should be locked. Okay, you're not sending it. This is why I was with me and Clay for the last couple of days, maybe a week. We've been saying you didn't send Shakur no contract. You're not trying to engage. You're not trying to force that fight. Cool. Give us the Berinchyk fight. Lomachenko ducked you. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Lomachenko's a duck on every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You duck, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You a straight, flat out duck. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You not in the mood. That's the most bizarre thing I've ever heard a fighter say. Hey, bro.
Arguing with Shakur.
Right. I'm not in the mood. He telling Shakur, we can fight right now. Let's get it right now. You sound silly. You sound silly.
Oh, shoot.
Knowing that you just walked away from that fight like that.
Bro, you walked away. Bro, you said you're not in the mood. Why you at a boxing match? You're not in the mood to fight, but you had a boxing match.
That's crazy.
For what? You know what I'm saying? And so he's a flat out duck. And then people got upset because I said, hey, Tank dunk Shakur. And the reason I said that is because the lane is wide open. Attack it.
Yep.
And you said you wanted that man, he's on your hit list. Go get that belt.
Yep.
Yeah,
now don't full steam ahead at Loma, and Loma got away from you. Now you could go full steam ahead of Shakur. They both on your radar.
Yeah.
Why does it matter which one you get first?
Right.
Every picking.
You dig what I'm saying?
And I love Tank Blue, but you correct. You right about that one.
Right.
Bro, it's like this. This is how I look at it, right? You know what I'm saying? We all men up here. So you got two girls in your sight. They both bad. 8 and 10s. 8 to 10s. They both bad. You know what I'm saying? One might wiggle away for a little while. Okay, I'm gonna get you. As long as the goal is to get them both, I'm gonna get them both. I don't care what order it is in.
Blue obviously got me in trouble. My wife looked over and said, "You better not answer this one."
Hey, no, you stay out that one, great brother.
Like, you got one dime, you got 1 10 piece in your life. Don't you ever forget it.
Yeah.
How can you do better than the 10, bro? How can you do better than the 10?
Tell the wife I'm just hypothetically speaking.
She knows.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, what different? Okay, to put it in a different term, right? I want a Range Rover and I want a Bentley. I don't really care what order it comes in.
As long as I get them.
As long as I get them both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you went from your sights on a Range and a Bentley to a Honda truck.
Right.
It's a lateral move. They both over 150,000. What difference does it make? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bro, they both luxury. They both, bro. The point is that you're trying to get them both. It don't matter what order. So if you take, to me, what difference does it make what order you get in Loma? How you go from Loma, okay, Shakur's here, let me get this dude. Exactly. You don't get Shakur, you said you want to be undisputed. Get Dennis Berinchyk. How does Jose Valenzuela play a part? Because like I told people from the beginning, it was Isaac Cruz from the beginning. Jose Valenzuela interrupted that.
I knew that.
He threw a monkey wrench in it.
Yeah.
Put himself right in the conversation and basically they're going to try to replace Isak with Ryo. And maybe not, they're not going to chase Ryo no more. And I understand to a degree, like, all right, if Isak was on the list, Ryo just been Isak. Why fight Isak fight Ryo? I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it derails him from that undisputed path that he said he was on at 135. Because now you're at 140 competing for another WBA title again. And what are you going to stay at 140 now and compete in there? And then what you going to do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's
as far as that, Yeah, and as far as that Keyshawn Davis conversation
and just to touch on that, right, Clay? Just to tap it real quick, what you just said. Remember, he was the one that said Isaac Cruz is never happening again. After immediately in the ring, Isaac Cruz say he want a rematch. Tank like I ain't never fighting this dude again.
That goes to show you it's his team.
Right, exactly, and that's my point, bro. You the big dog, call the shots. What's the point in putting yourself in position to be a shot caller if you ain't gonna call the shots?
Blue, then you come out that day and say Tank came out and said something about that. That's why they talk too much or something. You told me
that's what he said. He said they getting too much money and they talking too much now.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, he said that a long time ago.
Yeah, but go ahead, Clay.
Yeah, I mean, just building back up on the Keyshawn Davis situation, I do think Keyshawn has an opportunity to get right inside that conversation. Some about getting in the way, right? If Keyshawn's able to this fight that he has coming up right now is a beautiful, stylistically beautiful fight to make him look like a superstar right there in Norfolk, Virginia. He's got Madueno 2.0, a better Madueno, right? In Gustavo Lemos in front of him. He does that. He's already at number 3 in the WBO on the ranking list. The only person in front of him is Raymond Moratala, and obviously William Zepeda is up there as well. But he puts himself in that position to get himself a title and get a title shot. And I think it benefits Bob Arum to put Keyshawn in that position because Bob Arum likes his titles. He likes to keep them. He doesn't like to give them up. Hence why you guys said that earlier about, well, I think it was Blue who said, you're not going to resign to me, so I'm not going to give you a title fight. It's because he's very conscious of where those titles are, and he uses them for a lot of leverage. I don't know if Dennis Baranchek checks the boxes to protect that title as well as a Keyshawn Davis, or as well as a Keyshawn Davis does, or even a Raymond Moratala, maybe. But Keyshawn Davis is bringing the excitement. He's bringing he's fighting. He's not, running around the ring, not doing anything. And puts him in. It'd be great to manage Keyshawn Davis and him lining up a fight with either Shakur or Tank Davis or Lomachenko. He's going to look good in front of any of those guys. And he might not win, probably. He's probably not going to win, but he's going to be a great dance partner. So I think Keyshawn Davis definitely has a big chance of putting himself in the conversation and seeing him and Tank go at it.
I was just about to ask you that, Claymore. You and Blue, let this move politics out the way and do any one of you guys think Keyshawn could beat Tank? Do he beat Tank or Shakur if they fall right now?
No.
I don't think he will, but I think he has a chance. I think he has
he got the skill set. Yeah, he got the skill set. He don't have the experience and the maturity to beat either one of them right now.
Nah, not right now.
Nah, because once they put him in an uncomfortable position and he faced some adversity with them, where they at in their career, where he's at, nah. You can see.
Remind me of Earl Spence.
You can see in Keyshawn fights right now, you can see moments where he's still got to mature.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So this Lemos fight is perfect for him.
It's a great fight for him.
Almost beat Hitchens.
Richardson Hitchens. Yeah. I thought he actually won that fight.
People, about to say, a lot of people thought he won that fight. This is going to be this is a candidate for fight of the year ingredients. Like, I'm not saying is, but I'm saying this is the kind of fight. When you think about how Keyshawn looked against Miguel Madueno on that last card he fought against, that guy was really just there to be punched on a lot because he was just coming in head first. But that Argentinian style that Gustavo's going to bring to the ring, that Marcos McDonough, Brian Castano, like that style of fighting coming forward works well. It falls right into line with the way Keyshawn Davis counter punches and being on him, putting pressure on him is a great look for him because he shines in those moments when he doesn't have to chase you down and make something happen. You know what I mean? So it gives him a good opportunity to look real good at home, man. Real good opportunity.
I think Keyshawn stops him.
If that would be a statement. Because the style and the awkwardness and the angles that Lemos uses, he's going to be a problem. Those dudes are a problem for everybody, man.
Oh yeah,
yes sir.
Their style is just. Remember, that's why Madonna shot Floyd in that first fight. Floyd was like, whoa. It's the angles because it's the way they fight, and they all fight like that. The only one that didn't fight like that was Sergio Martinez.
Right.
Like he just had. He was the exception, like Sandor Martin, like not Sandor Martin, Salvador Sanchez with Mexicans. Salvador Sanchez fought like a black fighter. You know what I'm saying? He fought like Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? And so he was the exception. You know what I mean? And that's what Sergio Martinez was. But particularly Maidana, like Clay said, you know, they got a style. It's just hard to pick up Brian Castano. It's hard to pick up and gauge their punches, man, because their punches come from over the top angles. That's where Triple G got his style from a little bit. You know what I mean? And so that's why Richardson Hitchens, although he got all that boxing skills, extremely long arms, and fast hands, fast feet, it didn't matter. He never got comfortable gauging the distance with Lemos. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing that we can ready to find out with Richardson Hitchens, bro. If he can gauge that distance with Lemos, bro, because with Keyshawn Davis, bro, understand this. Richardson Hitchens is like 5'9" with a 74 inch arm reach. You know what I mean? That's athletic. Keyshawn Davis is like 5'8" with a 68, 70 inch arm reach. You know what I mean? So he's shorter. So Lemos's distance to close the distance, the gap is going to be even easier for him. You know what I mean? He ain't got to cover so much distance.
Isn't Lemo coming down in weight?
He's coming down to the 135, but I think he's fought at 135 before. I think he actually went up in weight to fight at 140, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he went up to fight Richard Hitchens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue and Claymore, on y'all opinion, both of y'all opinion, who do y'all out of that next generation, the next generation of the lightweights, out of the Abdullah Mason, Schofield, Cruz,
Abdullah Mason,
who y'all think gonna be the last one standing?
Abdullah
Mason.
The only thing I question for Abdullah is how long he's going to stay at 135. I question if he's going to stay there long enough to unify and be undisputed, or if he's just going to take while he's there, he's going to reign. He's going to reign. But I think the best Abdullah we're going to see is going to be that 140 Abdullah, maybe even that 147 Abdullah. I think that boy is young.
Oh, once he fill in,
yeah,
over.
It's going to be great.
He beat y'all got him against Keyshawn when they fight?
Yeah. Nah, I got Keyshawn. I'm keeping it real.
I got Abdul, bro. And
I think Keyshawn does it right now. I think next year it might. No,
I'm saying once they grow into 47.
Oh yeah.
Abdullah Mason.
Right now I'm going to Abdullah Mason, but I want to see what Keyshawn is going to do. Keyshawn got them people around him, man. I like the effect that Terrence Crawford, the Andre Wards, I like Bomac. I like what they're doing with their fighters and how their fighters are responding and buying into the system. They're buying into the process over there. So I anticipate them developing. I anticipate Keyshawn to be a way better fighter at 147 than he is at 135. And obviously I expect the same thing for Abdullah Mason, but I think Abdullah is just going to be powerful. He's going to be a puncher.
Bro, that dude is going to be we are witnessing Terrence Crawford 2.0.
Yeah, that's a bad young boy, man.
I was gonna say Spence.
Nah,
or even Boots with the activity.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say
activity.
Yeah, but he's cleaner than them.
Yeah,
he's cleaner than them, man.
Like, hey, who trained Andy Cruz?
Bozy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like where Terrence Crawford and Boots and Earl have wider punches. His are just cleaner, bro. They cleaner, bro. They just I don't know, man. It's just this.
I would love to see Keyshawn and Cruz fight.
Where Abdullah is at 20. They wasn't there, bro.
Do y'all think Floyd Schofield, Daddy, is he just over exaggerating what all he's doing, or do y'all think that's just what any father do for their son? I think it's a little bit of both.
I think that me personally, I just think he's having a hard time juggling the what it is to be in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? Where he gets too defensive for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was on Coach Malachi's show, and Coach Malachi is asking him a plain and simple question: how do you rate your level of competition thus far? And then he's like, "Oh, you being phony. You know how we do. You know." The question is not for me to know. The question is for you to tell the people.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not for me to know. I already know what we already have this conversation. For instance, I talk to Bill Haney all the time. Bill Haney come on here, and I'm going to ask him questions. Obviously, I'm asking questions that I already know. The question is not for me. It's for the people.
Yeah.
So he took it. Oh, you being phony. You know how we do, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So Coach asked him again. I'm asking you, how do you? Oh no, because you've been in my house and you've been. He can't.
What? That's
now you being fake.
Right.
Exactly.
Now you're being fake because you said he was the best. This, and this. Bro, what does that have to do with the people? The people wasn't at your house with me.
Right. But then Coach had to get at him like, bro, you put words in my mouth. I didn't even say all that. Now you're doing a whole lot. Now you're doing a whole lot on the camera and doing a whole lot. I mean, listen, man, obviously we know that Schofield Sr.'s been getting a lot of criticism because we've seen Floyd Schofield Jr. do some questionable things in the ring, jumping in unnecessarily. Mm-hmm. He's taking some unnecessary damage, some cuts above and below his eye. People are wondering if they're pushing him a little too fast. And, you know, I'm assuming that's trickling down to the training and to the strategy behind the management between Oscar Bernard and Floyd Schofield Sr. But he's gotten into a place where he doesn't want to hear any constructive criticism, even from his peers, right? Or from any of the social media people. He's starting to rate people like, what have you done to criticize me? What have you done to question me? What have you done to have anything to say in this conversation and he wants to like put his accolades out on the table, because the reality is the only thing Floyd Schofield Sr. has done that we could celebrate is train his son. You have no history in the space being this high level trainer and all those things, and you lack the humility to stand behind your son and allow him to be the star, allow him to be the one who's getting the questions asked to as well as answer them. You won't even you have a difficult time from what I can tell sitting next to him while he's being interviewed. You shouldn't probably even be in the room because you can't even allow him to answer. You're only getting the attention because of your son. The only reason anybody want to talk about your son, bro, that's it.
Not only that, remember, Coach asked him about the rankings,
right?
Yeah. And he made it seem like Coach he confused Coach, so Coach didn't understand what he was saying, and then he made it like Coach was ignorant to the facts of the rankings, and all he did was speak. And all he did was speak the obvious. He said, "Well, see, there is, there is prospects and there's contenders, and that's the obvious." So Coach was saying, I don't know how he's asking him, how does it work for you? Everybody's experience with the ranking system is different. How was the ranking system factoring for you? And he's like, see, you don't even know how it is. Bro, what are you talking about?
That's craziness.
He's giving you an opportunity to educate, to be somebody who can speak from a space of authority or credibility in the conversation and earn the respect from the audience, to show everybody, to prove to everybody what you've been talking about. You are, right. But you're too defensive, bro. You're too defensive, and even Floyd Schofield Jr. sharing the therapy, the mental health therapy. I just think it's messy. I think it was just a messy situation. And then you saw Schofield Jr. try to like get that moment to like kind of calm it down, like everybody kind of calm down. He tried to get in front of it, and Senior cut him off, and you saw him literally adjust the camera, like put his son out the camera. He put his hand up the camera, adjusted it to him, and I'm like, damn, bro, like you just really ODing right now. Like you really
different.
You ODing. That's crazy. This is a Floyd Schofield Jr. interview. This is questions about Floyd Schofield's future, Floyd Schofield's status in the 135-pound weight class division. What is his future fight? This is all about him, and you turned it into a conversation between you and Coach Malachi about Coach Malachi being fake.
Right,
that's crazy.
It's just all wrong, man. But let's get out of here, man. Salute to Chris Legg, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on the super chat. Blue, use this to buy someone a battery for that smoke detector that keeps beeping.
That's mine, man. It keep me up all night. That's mine.
Oh, I thought that mine was beeping at one point.
Yeah, mine's doing that. I gotta give that battery, man. That thing gets on my nerve, man.
That was mine's at one point, boy. Band up nephew in the super chat. What's up, nephew? He said refresh the chat for your unk. Salute to nephew band up in the building.
Salute band up.
We got the kick in LA, man. D-Boy Dev, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Honest in the super chat. Question. What would be a bigger hit for Canelo's legacy? Losing to either Bud Benavidez or both, or not fighting either and retiring? Oh, the biggest hit would be losing to Terrence Crawford. Second, to get stopped by Benavidez, because I think he gets stopped. And third, for him to retire without fighting either one of them won't have no effect, because his fan base is so rabid that they're not even going to care. They're already telling us there's no need for him to fight either one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're telling us right now, they're like, oh, man, Terrence Crawford is too small and Benavidez is too big. So, and don't bring nothing to the table. So he could retire right now. He ain't going. For us, we gonna be like, bro, you duck. But after in time, we'll just fade out on that, because we'll fatigue on it, and nobody's gonna care. But yeah, let's get on out of here, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yeah, appreciate for having me, fellas.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you and Claymore, man. Sharing some of y'all, thoughts, man.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be back on today Thursday already, huh, Clay?
Yeah, Tuesday.
We'll be back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Clay will be back on Tuesday.
Right. Before I go, let's go Ravens.
Niners, baby.
Chiefs. Let's go
Niners.
Chiefs.
Niners.
Let's go Chiefs.
I knew that was gonna get Blue started, boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He don't play about them Niners.
Niners, baby. You know what I'm
saying?
Okay.
I remember last year they was making you so mad last year. I say Blue ready to fly down there, and he finna go stand on the sideline.
Fun fact, I went to the Super Bowl, right? And bro, we had table reserved, bottles on deck, full celebration, bro. I had an outfit already picked out. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna kick it with. And I stayed in Vegas for I stayed after the Super Bowl Sunday. I wasn't leaving Vegas till Wednesday. I went to my hotel room. I ain't leave until it was time to go to the airport.
Damn, he hit out.
I kid you not. Yo, my man was like, bro, we already paid for the section. We got the bottles. I was like, bro, you can do what you want with the bottles. Give it away. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Let other people kick it in the section. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I want nothing to do with it.
Yo, I came down, right? I stayed in the hotel looking at the stadium, right? I got my condo over there. So I'm right there, right? So I come downstairs. And now, just fun fact, like that Friday, it was a dude that was a Chief fan that I kept seeing this dude in passing. You know what I'm saying? So he tells me on Friday, he goes, "Yo, he's like, man, you're gonna be sad on Monday." So I'm like, bro, what? I was feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bang, bang, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So fun fact, Wednesday before I leave, I'm like, man, because I was just ordering room service. I literally wasn't leaving my spot, bro. Literally, just ordering room service and staying in, right? So I'm like, man, I'm going to go downstairs, you know what I'm saying, get some food, get some toiletries, some chips, you know what I'm saying? I get off the elevator, and who do I see? This dude. All this Chief stuff on. And he looks at me, and I said, too early for that, bro. Hey, before he said a word, I just looked at him. I said, bro, too early for that. He's like, nah, I feel you. I'm like, bro, I ain't in the mood for that, bro.
Right. It's going to be crazy.
I ain't even turned on the TV.
The game was 2 days ago.
Bro.
You need to relax.
Bro, I ain't even turned the TV on yet. You know what I'm saying? Word. Like, yo, I can tell y'all, this is the truth. My wife was, I just, from when I left the Super Bowl, Last week, I just unpacked my suitcase with all my Niner stuff in it. Just last week.
Dang.
Wow.
It was still packed. It was still packed up the same exact way.
Preseason. You waited for the next season to get ready to start.
Bro,
Like,
I needed to recover, bro.
Yeah,
I needed to recover.
That's why I got that hat on
up.
today. He's like, all right, the season's starting soon.
Let's get back. He had his bag still packed, so he gotta be like, all you gotta do is say, "Up, babe, I'm gone."
Yeah. I'm like, all right, man. I couldn't even look at the Niner stuff. Like, bro, put the hats away. I ain't trying to see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I got a Niner tattoo on my leg, and my man's supposed to finish it. And he's like, bro, we gonna finish. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I literally started that tattoo in, I want to say November. And he was like, after the Super Bowl, he's like, bro, we're gonna finish it. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I ain't even, bro. I ain't even. It's still unfinished, bro.
Hey, Blue, is that Monday night game? Is it up there in New York when I play the Jets?
Nah, we in San Fran. We in San Fran.
Oh, okay. I know you would still go to St. Fran, but that's right around the corner. If it was the Jets, I know you was hitting that joint.
For sure. Oh, for sure. They come to the East Coast. I'm on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Pittsburgh, last year when we had the home opener, I was there. I touch base. You know, only stadium I don't go watch them play on the East Coast is the Ravens, because the Ravens just got our number, and I know I'm gonna be disappointed. So I knew
you was gonna say. I knew you was gonna say M&T Bank.
Yeah, bro, because I just can't, like, because I'm a Ray Lewis is my favorite player. Like, I got a Ray Lewis tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my favorite player. So,
Brady.
You know what I mean? Like, to lose to the Ravens again, I just can't, Mom. Can't take it. So I watch that from home. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my Super Bowl pick, we could talk about it in February when it's all right, but my pick was the Ravens in Philly.
In Philly? We gonna get Philly
that. That's my Super Bowl pick.
We get Trent back. See, that's the only concern I got right now is, like, bro, all these distractions going into the season is crazy.
Yeah.
And we had a long season because we went all the way to the Super Bowl. It's a long season, but it's even longer when you lose. You know what I'm saying? Right. You win the Super Bowl, it's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? But to get there and lose, bro, that's an even longer season, bro. And then you got all these, everybody trying to get paid, everybody trying to get traded. Like, bro, that's hella distractions. Then we got the injuries. Don't forget, Dre Greenlaw got hurt in the Super Bowl. He ain't playing this year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's little things like that, like, bro, that's why you got to do it when you got the chance. You know what I'm saying? Trent 36, holding out all this time. Bro, that's just nasty work. I'm just hoping that we can patch it up, because everybody got better.
Everybody.
The Ravens, Derrick Henry is crazy. Like, bro.
That's when I got that pick, man, I couldn't stop, man. I couldn't even go to sleep. I'm watching ESPN all night, steady reading the same thing.
Yeah, bro, it's just nasty work. Like, and the Detroit got better, Philly got better. Like, bro, we can't be having these distractions. Ain't nobody having these distractions but us. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the Cowboys don't count.
The Cowboys don't count.
Cowboys don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't count.
Nah, they don't count. They have an issue with CeeDee Lamb, whatever. You know what I mean? But the important teams, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Eagles, Detroit, they ain't got no distractions, bro. We can't be playing these games. Pay these dudes and let's move on, bro.
Houston got way better.
Yeah,
you know, bro. Look how the Bengals chopped us up last year. Now Burrow's gonna be healthy. Like, bro, we can't be. Come on, man. And don't forget, the Bears got better. And don't forget, the Packers got better. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. We barely beat both of them, the Detroit and the Packers.
Yeah.
You can make a case we should have lost both them games. Then the game we should have won against the Chiefs, we lost in the most important damn game of the season. Come on, man. And we out here talking about we on the best left tackle in the league. We playing games with. Pay that man, bro. What is you saving money for at this point? Our whole roster is now or never. So what is you saving
Blue? Yeah, the whole NFC West got better, Blue.
Doesn't trust the Rams got better. Like,
bro, they did.
Can't play these games, bro. The Packers came out of nowhere, bro. and the Texans. Like, who expected the Packers and the Texans to have that year?
Stephon Diggs. That's crazy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, we can't. And our schedule is crazy. So come on, man. You gotta pay these people, man. Let's run it back and see what we could do, man. But yeah, let's get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all, man.
I'm about to watch Colorado getting ready to play, man. I'm about to check out.
I'm finna go root for the Buffs, man. I'm finna go watch.
Sanders, let's get it.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Hopefully they do something better because that Georgia Tech and Florida State, they killed me.
Bro, tell me about it. Tell me. That was unacceptable, bro.
Yeah, unacceptable, bro.
Unacceptable. No way on this green. I'm chalked it up because we wasn't in the country, man.
Yeah.
Georgia lost?
No, Georgia Tech beat us. But we played in Ireland, though. That was wild. I don't know what the hell that was for. Florida State versus Georgia Tech in Ireland is like, bro, you reaching.
Yeah, like
they say we want that exposure. You don't need that exposure, man. Don't nobody watch y'all.
You reaching. Yeah. Ireland, bro. Come on, bro.
Ain't nobody rocking with y'all like that, bro. Y'all ain't rugby players.
You got two predominantly black cities
Yeah.
Playing a football game in Ireland. Come on, bro.
Claymore, ain't nobody rocking with y'all like that, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody rocking with y'all like that. Y'all need y'all getting beside yourselves, bro. Y'all need to relax, bro.
Two predominantly black city teams.
Right.
Playing college football in Ireland.
Yeah, bro.
Sold out.
Nasty work. That's called greed, bro.
On that note, man, I'm gonna see you boys later, man. It was a good
sir.
show. I appreciate y'all, man. Have a good night.
Let's go PT prime time. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Peace. All right, Blue.
Yes, sir, Clay, man. So next Tuesday we on the grind again.
Oh yeah, we on it. We lit. I can't. Don't forget to catch that Diego Pacheco Sulecki fight. That's a big one. I know nobody want. There's a good cruiserweight fight on that card as well. A good ass cruiserweight fight on that card.
That's a trap fight, man.
It is, especially for 168 right now. Since David Morrell and David Benavidez moved out of the division, that a lot of open opportunities there. It's a big fight for Diego.
Yeah, that's a trap fight for him, bro.
The show.
That's a trap fight. But go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain, man. Link in the chat. Go subscribe to the new channel that I got, man. The link is in the chat. I think it's in the chat. King Grayson, what's up, family?
I don't see it there. No.
I'll put it in there. I'll do it in another stream. But, man, go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. We in the building next Tuesday. We'll be back at it.
Yes, sir. Again,
appreciate you, my great brother.
Appreciate you, man.
The people in the building. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So what we got for y'all, we gone. Peace.